What? Yeah! What? What? Check this out, right? What? What? Yeah! What? What? Check this out, right? What? What? Yeah!
Good morning, everyone. Sorry I started late today. I was watching the Willie Braggs show from last night again for like the second time with Warren on, and I totally was just like watching it and got lost in the stream. I was just like totally lost in it. I didn't even realize. I was like, oh my gosh, it's like past 10. I haven't even started my show yet. So good morning, everyone. Welcome to What? What's going on today, everybody? I see all of my peeps up in here. What's up, Willie? What's up, Extra? Oh, Warren. I always say Extra Boy. Les Bones, Shakin' Bacon. I just found out what Shakin' Bacon's real name is this week, you guys. I'm not saying it out loud, but I know Shakin' Bacon's real name now. Just saying. Good morning, Willie. Willie is going to officially be starting to do his show with us tomorrow on KRTD, and then I am going to be joining Willie on Sunday for his afternoon show, and then we're just going to start working on each other's show randomly back and forth on certain days of the month. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I love working with other people. I love being able to bounce things back and forth. Willie is such a great person to talk to. Definitely part of the fam now. One of my favorite people to talk to, right along with, Les Bones and Shake and Bacon and Warren and, all the rest of my favorite people. So thank you for stopping by. Yona in here, obviously, as usual. Absolutely love Yona and his music. You guys go check out his music. I put one of his songs on yesterday, right as soon as my show was starting. And it's probably one of my new favorite songs right now, just because I can hear Yona's voice in the background with like this voice changer. And it's like, you want to. It's like the best thing I've ever seen in my life. And it's so good. And then like the commercial ads, like all the old buy one, get one free commercial ads are the best, especially that girl at the beginning, the little Valley girl. Definitely my favorite. What's up, Ben?
I'm not going to cross you.
Yeah, I don't care. You can cross my stream. Doesn't matter. He's all worried he's going to get in my way. He's like professional, like on like camera sets and stuff like that. So he's used to not being on set when it's rolling. He's like, can I be on it in the back? Yeah, go for it.
Gotta go next door and help the neighbor with the tire.
Okay, have fun.
Yeah. Z.
Okay, cool. Honestly, it's weird to hear my real name, and a lot of my IRL friends call me Shake too. Okay. That's awesome. Thanks to Sally. We always got to thank Sally. My friend Sally, man, who I play video games with. She's like this, she's like in her late 40s. She's a school bus driver for like little kids, all the ages. So she just does the whole bus driving thing. So she's been dealing with kids her whole life. So she's just like this, like older lady. She's not even old or anything, but like, just this lady who's like, doesn't deal with any bullshit or whatever, but she's super talkative. So she's super used to like asking people like tons of questions all the time. I'm a very like quiet person. Not quiet, but like, I'm very reserved. I don't really like to talk about myself that much. Just because I always feel like I'm going to regret something I say. Cause I'm afraid to like scare people cause I like weird things. And, she just loves asking questions. Like that woman knows more about me that like all of my like internet friends and stuff, that woman knows more about me than anybody else. I swear that woman, like anytime I get on with her, she's like, so how's the kids? What's the cat been doing? She just knows everything. So her asking Shake and Bacon for his name, I was like in my back of my head, I was like, yes, somebody asked him finally. Your real name is Silly Biscuits. Jimmy's mellow. I am mellow today. I swear, I'm telling you guys, like, I love doing the show. The show is fun, but man, 5 days a week by like Friday, I am just burnt the fuck out. I am so burnt out. So I'm just like trying not to overdo a lot of my energy right now. I even got my glasses on today. My head hurts. I was like, I'm just not even going to try that hard today. I'm just not going to try. Yeah, see, you hate talking about yourself. Yeah, I fucking hate it. I hate talking about myself because I know one time I'm going to say something that people are going to be like, you're weird. You like that? And then I'm gonna be like, I should have not said that. I should have just kept my fucking mouth shut the whole time. I do that so much, and I hate myself for it. Good morning, Amber. Good to see you. I hope you have a really good day at work today. A really lovely day. Yona's real name is Stona, and pronouns are bruh and brah. That's good. Those are your pronouns because I call everybody that. I'm just like, bro, what? I love it. That's great. Oh, Brazil just lost to Croatia. Oh, I saw that there was a chat group in Twitter that I'm a part of, and they were like off the hook this morning. My fucking phone was like bzz, 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 because they were talking about that the game that was going on today. I don't know anything about sports balls. It's sports balls. I'll tell you my real name, Shake and Bacon. Jimmy already knows mine because she has special searching techniques. That is true. I did not need Sally to figure out Les Bone's real name. I just had to, you know how they always say, like, girls naturally have like the FBI in their blood. Like we can find out anything. So that's what I did. I went and used my FBI skills. And I found out Les Bones' real name. So that one was actually kind of fun because that was like, I don't even know why I like went to go look around for your real name and stuff. I was just really curious, but it never even really occurred to me like Shaken Bacon is not his real name. Never fucking occurred to me. I was just always like, that's his real name. His real name is Shake. That's it. Bra is bra considered offensive? I don't think it's considered offensive. I mean, I know like a lot of people probably don't like to hear the word bra because like when my kid calls me bra, I'm just like, yo, I'm your mom. But I understand it's like the thing. You know how like back in the well, you're from Canada too. So like back in the day, a lot of the Californians and stuff used to call everybody dude or guys. Even there were girls in the room, they'd be like, guys, what's up? You know, I still do that. Like I'm surprised that nobody tells me about that, like tells me, hey Jimmy, I'm not a guy, because I'll do it all the time, like, dude, what's going on, or guys, come on, you know. And even if it's a girl in there, so it's kind of like a habit thing. And I think now in like this younger generation, they've changed it to bruh, because my kid used to call me mom. She used to call me mommy. She used to call me mom. She used to call me mother, you know, all that stuff. But now she calls me bruh. I'm bruh. That's all my name is bruh. I know you are. I definitely know you are, Amber. Amber is definitely one of the few people that I can tell my secrets to, and she won't think I'm weird. Yeah, see, Les Bones, that fucking chat was off the hook this morning. I don't know how to put a Twitter chat on silent. I really, really don't. But I was this fucking close. There's only one other chat that I get really annoyed by, and it's a Facebook Messenger chat, and they are texting in there all the fucking time. And you can only turn off your notifications on Facebook Messenger for 2 hours, and that's it on that group. So like I get 2 hours of free time, which I did right before this show started. And so probably about 2 hours into my show, you guys are going to start hearing bzz, 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 bzz because of that. But this morning, it was the fucking one that Big Mad Crab and Les Bones were in. They were fucking off the hook this morning talking about sports balls. I was like, I don't even care about this. Who's winning? Who's losing? Exactly. Yeah, Detective Jimmy at your service. I'm telling you, women have like, they should add like FBI into our DNA. Like men have DNA and women have FBI DNA, because we can literally find out anything about anybody. It's we're our own FBI agency. Exactly. Frequently blazing indica. Exactly. He thought I maybe coming from a proud family of grave diggers and you were rebelling from the family traditions. No. I come from a family of prayer warriors, and I became the grave digger. So yeah, just to piss my family off. I scared you right from the start. That's what people tell me too. They're always like, either yeah, no, that's what I hear a lot, is I'm scary. It's got to be the eyebrows. It's the eyebrows. It's always the eyebrows. Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to put it in snooze. I can mute it. Oh, God. Oh, God. I don't know if I want to, though, because, see, I'll get so angry at a chat to where I'll just mute it forever, and then I'll forget it even exists, and then I'm like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have done that. So I'll probably mute it maybe one day. But you guys are good. You guys are good. I was just like this morning, I'm just like, oh my God. Bzz, 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 bzz. I'm just like, holy crap, what's going on? And then I opened it up thinking there was like something actually like serious happening. But no. You guys are all into that sports ball. Sports ball. A family with strong legs. I'm not going to long press and snooze forever. No, that's all bad. Yona's dad's mom fam is from the Dalmatian island of Salta near Split, in the Adriatic Sea, and part of the Croatia today. Ooh, so your family was in the sports ball today. Is it still going off in there? Yes, it is. See, and then now you're tagging me in it, you fucking ass cheese. I'm done. I'm done. See, this is because it's Friday, isn't it? It's just because it's fucking Friday. You heard the notification? Fucking asshole. I'm telling you, dude, this shit sucks. All day long, that's what happens. My phone's like bzz, 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 all day, all fucking day. You fucking asshole. Les Bones has found his way into the video. Oh, that's good. That's good, Les Bones. I've never had that happen before. That was awesome. I'm gonna cut that out and I'm turning that into a TikTok today. Here we go again, motherfucker. Fucking Yona. You guys, I can't. There we go. You're gonna send me. I got music from Yona now. Oh. That is pretty. See, now you got me watching shit. I'm watching shit on my phone now. That's right. That's Yona. Exactly. It's streamception. You guys are like getting into my stream now. You thought there was a bee on the loose? Oh shit. No. I love the streamception. We'll just have this playing in the background while I talk. Since it's already there. Fucking Friday, you guys. It's Friday. It's Friday. That means that I don't have to do shit this weekend. I'm so happy. I'm so fucking happy. I'm so tired. I'm like, I can't believe I have this music going on in the background. It's so ridiculous. I played some video games yesterday. I'm trying so hard to like get all the work done. I have to play like a video game a day at least or something, because all this like all the video, making the video and stuff. You guys are assholes. Can't mute us forever. I haven't muted it yet. I have not muted it yet. I want to lose a beat. Oh God, wait. I want to lose a beat on the loose. There we go. You guys, I can't with this grammatical errors. No, you're good. But yeah, I was playing some video games yesterday. Like I said, I tried it because it's like video games are like my escapism. So like I'm trying so hard. Like it's like I do this, till 1 p.m. and then I do the video editing until like 2 or 3 or about 3 or 4 p.m. And I'm just like, I just need a little bit of escapism. So that's why I love my weekends. My weekends are like my favorite thing because I could just spend all day playing video games and not have to worry about shit except for like laundry and some cleaning. I look forward to it, just being able to relax and not have to do anything except for, Saturday night I got Warren show, and then now Sunday night I'm going to be doing Willie show. So I guess I don't have to do too much work on their show. I just kind of, especially Warren show, I just show up unless he's stoned like he was last night on Willie's show. That shit was hilarious because then he doesn't know. Like it's so funny because Warren can like hold a fucking show. Like that fool can just sit there and talk and just hold a goddamn show. But as soon as he gets stoned, man, that's it. Like he just goes like radio silent and he comes up with just the most random things to talk about that don't even make any fucking sense. And it's so fucking great. And I love it. So hopefully he will be stoned tonight. We can have some more fun. I have not gotten stoned yet today. I don't even know why I haven't. I don't know why. I haven't figured it out. You made a video about a tribe in Mexico known as the Keepers of Peyote. Ooh. Is that the video that I'm watching right now? Because it looks very Mayan. It's very cool. I love the colors. Man, Mexico's and like South America colors, just like their flags and the traditional coloring that they had, they're so pretty. I love it. The turquoise and the yellows and the oranges and the reds. They're so pretty. They go together so goddamn well, especially like the turquoise and oranges and reds. They're so pretty together. I love it. Many non-natives have taken peyote. Yeah, I know some people that do it for they'll do it for like not the fun of it, but the experience of it. Like they'll go into it knowing that they're doing it for, something that's gonna teach them a life lesson or something like that. So, but I've also seen people that do it for fun too. So you can forget Beavis and Butthead's peyote trip. Yeah. Oh, you like my glasses? Thank you. I found them yesterday. I have not seen my glasses in probably about a year now. I've lost my glasses for a year, and I'm so happy I get them. The only problem is you can see my screen, you can see my ring light, and you can probably see my other ring light over there. Yeah. So I'm trying to keep it down so that way you don't see all that shit. Now I know why I don't wear glasses on screen. Glasses are my favorite. I love these things. Just so you guys know, this is between us though, because there's only 5 of us in here. They're not real prescription. There's no prescription. You see my face is not changing at all. There's nothing to it. They're just for looks, but they cover my eyes enough. So makes me happy. These used to be when I first started wearing these fake glasses, exactly, stoner magic. So when I used to wear these glasses, I started wearing them when I first started getting stoned. So when I first started getting stoned, I was probably about in my mid to late 20s. And I was on anti-seizure medications, and the doctor was like, just start smoking weed. I'm not going to tell you to do it, but it's legal in California, so just fucking try it to stop your seizures. I was like, all right, cool, I'll try it. And it took me 2 or 3 months to get past that paranoid stage where I didn't want to move. I just wanted to sit where I was and didn't want to go anywhere. And I would sit in my garage and I would smoke. And I would just play this game on my phone constantly for 3 months. I knew as soon as I was going to smoke, I was going to play the game. That way I can teach my mind to concentrate on something so that I wouldn't have this paranoid stage. Because when I first started smoking weed, man, it was it wasn't just a paranoid stage. I called it the rubber band effect. It was what happened to me would be I would be talking to somebody about something, or somebody would be talking to me about something, and then I would completely forget everything we were talking about, and I would just be in a complete state of blankness, just not knowing what the fuck is going on right now in my brain. And then all of a sudden everything would just start slipping back in, slip back in, slip back in, all the little things we were talking about. And it would constantly happen. It was just as soon as I would smoke weed, it would happen. I would be talking, and then I would forget, and then I would remember, and then something else would happen right afterwards, and then I'd forget and I would remember. And I would call it the rubber band effect, and I fucking hated it. So when I finally got past that part, and I was like, all right, I'm going to start going out into public with weed while I was stoned to see if I could handle it, I would wear glasses. That's what got me started with the glasses. I felt like I had, even though people could see my eyes, I felt like there was this protection layer to where people couldn't see what's going on with me. And that's why I started wearing glasses, was to kind of it was kind of my shield, my protection of anybody knowing that I was really stoned, so I can get past the paranoid stage, so I can get used to being a stoner on a regular, since this was now forever my medicine. So it took probably a few more months, up to probably a year, to get used to just being stoned in public without glasses. And then I just ended up liking the glasses. And sometimes I feel like it's my own little protection for me. So I just haven't seen them in a year. And I saw them on the counter this morning. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm wearing these today. That feels good. I shouldn't have even put on eyelashes today if I was going to sit here and put glasses on, but whatever. I'm being extra. It's fucking Friday. Can I pull off the blue glasses? There we go. Pulled them off and put them up here. I am a poser. I know. They're like my protection glasses. They protect me. It's like my comfort blanket. Now you, Warren, and Willie have 4 eyes. Exactly. See, I could just be, and I got the black ones too, like Willie, so me and Willie can match when I go on to, well, I almost put them on crooked. So me and Willie can go onto the show kind of matching when I go onto a show or on, what is it, Sunday? We're going to have matching glasses. We got the black frames. See, the SpongeBob frames. That's what I'm talking about. That's the way to do it. Yoda must wear glasses to read. Oh, going deaf, dumb, and blind all at the same time. What are we talking about again? Oh, I know I'm going a little deaf. I swear I have to be going deaf because I don't hear shit. But I think that I have a what is it like where you like choose what you want to listen to or what you don't want to listen to. But I think that's like probably trauma from childhood, like screaming and yelling going on in the background with my parents. So I just completely ignore it and watch the TV. So I've learned to like space people out really well. So I could be literally just watching something and not hear anything anyone says to her, like my own kids, like, Mom, I've been calling you 4 times. You haven't heard a damn thing I'm saying. I'm like, oh, sorry, trauma. If you all fall from a high rock, y'all just need to tuck and roll. What is going on in the chat right now? Yuna's just gonna wear a Kanye head zipper top. Hey, if I could, I totally would. But I know people are gonna. If I would have rocked around like that, people would have thought that I was like some crazy like S&M bondage weirdo, and then I would really have motherfuckers looking at me weird. So, I not only would have to worry about what I say, but I'd have to worry about what I look like too. Great. Can't wait to hear Ye's new greatest Hitler's album. Jesus Christ. Yes, Willie shows Sunday night, 8 p.m. That's right. We're going to be glasses twins. Yoda will wear the black glasses. Okay. Yeah, we wear the black glasses with me next Wednesday. That's right. Do it. I don't know the struggle. Absolutely do not know the struggle. I wish I knew the struggle of glasses. I really do. That's right. Black Glasses Club. That's what I'm talking about. I honestly don't know the struggle. I really don't, but I really love glasses and I think they're amazing. And I have a weird, creepy obsession with glasses too. So, I mean, hey, I don't look bad. I just look like a school teacher. I mean, it worked for back in the day when I was in my 20s wearing the glasses for sure. I mean, could you imagine like I'm walking around in a strip club and I got these glasses on and then I'm like, dressed normally. And then like I talk to people at the bar and then they're like calling up, up next to the stage, Scarlet Sativa. And then like, give me a second. Hold on. I got to go do something really quick. And then I get up on the stage and I dance. Motherfuckers, like as soon as you wear glasses in a strip club, they're like, she ain't no dancer. She looks like just some regular ass girl. And then I hop on stage and I'm like, bitches. It works. It's fun. Glasses are like used to be my thing. None of you guys know me as the glasses person. This was something years ago that I used to be known for. So now you guys just get to see something that I used to do back in the day that I feel like I'm too old to try to be cool for now. So yeah. I literally blocked out 80s music from my mind. I mean, a lot of it I've tried. I mean, I still know like a pretty decent amount of 80s music, but yeah, no. I've some 80s music, man. I guess I can't really talk shit because I do love Rock Lobster from the B-52. So you got Wednesday from 1 to 3 p.m. Ooh, wait a minute. Clear to be able to ride shotgun with you on December 14th. Looking forward to it. Oh. What are we doing? I'm so excited. Wait, you want to come on my show with me? That took me so long to figure out what the fuck you were wanting to do. Oh my God. See, I should be wearing glasses. I'm not fucking smart. Yes, please. If you would love to come on the show with me, that would be so much fun. Yes. Okay, I'm down. All right, I'll keep that secret and then we'll make a little promo for it and stuff this weekend. Oh, that would be a blast. Yes, I would love that. You've been wearing the current style since 1999. See, you and SpongeBob, man. SpongeBob's the same. He's been wearing the same glasses since the same time too. Hell yeah. I'm just, trying to be like cool like SpongeBob. Maybe one day he'll invite me to go jellyfishing with him and then we'll be friends forever. You love Rock Lobster, but you hate. Yeah, exactly. That's me. I'm so over the Love Shack. It's been played so many times, but Rock Lobster, always going to be my favorite. When they, when Peter Griffin did the Rock Lobster song in The Family Guy, I was like so excited when it first, like when that show or when that episode came out. I was just like, oh my God, it's Rock Lobster. Like, holy shit. Like even Family Guy likes Rock Lobster. It was so fucking cool. I love Rock Lobster. Yes, exactly. I was the hot librarian, but also too. So this was in like, you know, mid to late 2000s before the 2010s. It was really, really funny. Is I used to have like fatter, like chubbier cheeks before, you know, like when women turn about 25, 26, they lose a lot of their baby fat. But I still had a little bit of my baby fat back then. And I would wear these glasses all the time. And so I would not only be like the hot librarian, but back then, Sarah Palin was like huge in my community, even though, you know, she was a Republican. I was obviously lived in a Republican community. So the strip club was just full of Republican white dudes, you know, and they absolutely loved Sarah Palin, like fucking loved her so much. So they would have me dress up. They were like, oh my gosh, you in the glasses, you should dress up like Sarah Palin and do like a Sarah Palin striptease type thing. So that's what I would do. I'd like, you know, I had brown hair back then, but I would put my hair, see, like up in a bun. And then people, motherfuckers, would think I look like Sarah Palin. I'm not even kidding you. Shit was fucking hilarious. See, I don't know if I look like her now, but because I got definitely a skinnier face, but I used to get away with the Sarah Palin look for sure. Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Back before I was political, I would just dress up as politic people and give them lap dances. Good morning, Snipe Hunter. Good to see you again. Thank you for stopping by. Rock Lobster is better than Love Shack. B-52s are the shiz. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love Shack is great. I love when they do the little stop part and he's all tin roof, rusted. And then they go back to the song. But other than that, like, yeah, no, Love Shack is the tits. It is the best for sure. I mean, not Love Shack. Rock Lobster is the shit. So I love Rock Lobster. It's so like Beach Boysy, you know, that's what was so cool about it. It was, that's what I love about B-52s too, is like how unique and different they are. And that's what I really enjoy about like some of the 80s music is if I get into the 80s music, it's got to be unique and different. I do like some of the basic stuff. Def Leppard is going to always be one of my number one top 80s bands forever because Hysteria is, I still cry to the song Hysteria. I don't know why the song makes me fucking cry. I love Def Leppard, the whole band, like their drummer with the one arm, like it just, they're the best. They're an amazing band. I don't know why. I know they're another hair band just like the 80s, but I have a very small obsession with Def Leppard for sure. So yes, oh my gosh, that would be so much fun. Could you imagine a remix of the B-52s? That would be a blast. That would be, I would add that into my intro song. Just, you'd have to send it to me like the night before so I can put it into the video part and then upload it and then put it into StreamYard so I got time to do it. But yeah, I would totally play that song as my intro song. Should I'll just have like 5 Yona songs as intro songs. That's what I'm talking about. I'm ready to put that. The one we were watching yesterday where Yona goes, you know you want to. I want to put that one up too. That one is so funny. Yeah, exactly. Early B-52s all the way. Absolutely. I got my heater right here next to me because I didn't want to turn the heater on in the house because the heater is like up against a wall and it's like on my wall in my living room and then the other half is on the other side of the wall into my bedroom and that's where my husband is sleeping right now. So I didn't want to turn on the heater because usually it turns into like a sauna in my room. I got this little heater right here, but now I'm turning into a sauna and it feels so good, but it's so cold at the same time. Cats, what are you doing? What are you doing? They found some Halloween candy from recent. My light is too bright. What is going on? Is it the other side? No, it's good. I just had to turn it down a little. Yeah, so my cats, they found the bowl up here on my kitchen counter. And it's got some leftover candy from Halloween, which is like the candy that we won't fucking touch, like, you know, bubble gum and shit. And they keep pulling out like a piece of candy, and then now it just becomes a toy. And they won't stop playing with candy. I'm like, you guys are going to end up breaking it or biting through it. And then y'all are going to have gum in your mouth. And that's going to be really bad news. What is going on? Why am I so bright today? Is it my computer? Is my computer making me bright? I can't tell what's going on. We just need a half an hour of playing Yona tunes. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We really, really do. We need like a Yona, like an intermission of Yona for sure. Absolutely. I agree. We need to give Yona his own like music episode. Yeah, like just an hour of Yona playing music for us. That would be awesome. Speaking of which, we are doing a New Year's Eve show this December 31st, Yona. So if you want like an hour slot, I know we have a couple of open slots for like music intermissions. If you want to come on and do an hour slot of music, you are more than welcome to do that. I will let Shane know immediately if you would like to come and play some music for an hour. I'll even join you for that hour. I haven't been invited to any of the time slots for New Year's Eve, so I literally I'm not doing anything this year for New Year's, which is kind of crazy because last year I did everything. So, but if you want to, definitely, I'll even hop on with you if you want to and join with you. So, for sure. Good morning, Lula. Oh, you did do an hour slot last year's New Year's. Okay, well, then you are more than welcome to have another slot this year as well. And I'll even join you this year because I don't have anything to do for New Year's except for help in the background, producing a couple of the hour slots. I think I'm going to do like help produce for 2 of the hour slots for Hardlands Media and the Chicago Corner. And that's pretty much it. I don't have anything. Like my show didn't even get a time slot. So I am definitely up for helping you out if you want and being on there with you. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, yes, we'll do a Beavis and Butthead slot for New Year's. Yeah. All right. But can I be Beavis though? I want to be Beavis because I want to be able to put my head or my shirt over my head and talk about being a cornholio. Okay, can I do that? Look at me. Oh my God. That's creepy. Never mind. I'm never doing that again. I look like somebody who has dreadlocks and glasses, and I don't think I should ever do that again. Whoa. That was creepy. Willie, Les Bones, Holly. Okay, Lula's saying hi to everybody. Good morning, Lula. Good to see you. Let's see. I'm down to, but I'm totally down to do a Beavis and Butthead New Year's. That would be so much fun. Oh my gosh, we can even make it look like we're sitting on a couch together, even though we're like on 2 separate screens. We'll make it look like we're sitting on a couch together. And you just sit there looking all like, you know how like Beavis and Butthead watches TV, but they just sit there and make fun of the music video. We'll just have you sitting there on the couch like playing your piano, looking all like you're not interested. And then I'll just be on the other camera like, that would be so stupid. Okay, I'll be Cornholio. You be Mr. Ventreson. You got that reference, Warren? I did too. Exactly. It's a great way to cover. Yes, we'll cover your music videos. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's exactly what we're doing. We are doing a Beavis and Butthead hour with music, watching you music videos for sure. Going to do that. We're absolutely going to do that. I can't wait. Oh my God. I'm going to tell Shane today. I'll be like, sorry, bro, you don't have a choice. If you want to put me on at midnight, I'm totally cool with that. Because your guys' midnight is like my 9 o'clock. So to me, it's like, I can still get to bed early. I don't have to spend the midnight. I'll just spend midnight with East Coast. I'll just live vicariously through all of you. It's great. Worth it. Fart knocker. That is actually a really fucking good idea. Damn, Yona. Why didn't I come up with that? That's fucking genius. We're doing it. We're so doing it. Oh my God, I can't wait. I need TP for my bunghole. Hopefully I'll be really drunk that night so that way we can have a lot of fun. I'm hoping to like I want to get some Fireball. Shake and Bacon was drinking some Fireball yesterday while we were playing video games, and I was so jealous. I was like, man, I haven't had Fireball in over a year probably, and that is like my favorite drink ever. I love me some Fireball. And then he added too that he was going to put some eggnog in it with it, and it made me think, like, what if I got like coffee with some Fireball in there, and then like some creamer, or maybe like, I don't know. I was thinking, because I don't like eggnog, even though, I know it's not eggs in there, but it always makes me think of raw eggs. I don't know why. They should have just never called it eggnog if there's no eggs in it. Eggs. But yeah, if there's something similar, like a milky drink that's got like a cinnamon type flavor to it, I'm totally down to add that to my Fireball, because I'm like craving Fireball, but I'm also been craving White Russians, and I really want to do that for New Year's, is like drink something along the lines of being alcoholic but creamy and cinnamon at the same time. So I'm definitely going to have to look into seeing what I can do. Maybe I can make like a White Russian with the Fireball. I don't know. It does sound really good though. Like the creamy cinnamon alcohol stuff sounds so fucking good. You picked up a different cinnamon whiskey to try over Christmas as well. What? What other kind is there? Because I only know of Fireball. Like, I'm a creature of habit. Once I find the one I drink, that's it. But I'm always up for trying new things. Like, for a long time, I was obsessed with vodka. Tequila. And I was drinking Patron for a really long time. And then somebody introduced me to Coralejo tequila. And I swear to God, I've never gone to any other thing other than Coralejo ever since then. It's like this big blue, tall, skinny bottle. And I will never go back to Patron ever again because of Coralejo. It's such good tequila. So if you know of a really good, like a Fireball type whiskey, I'm totally down to try it, because I don't drink whiskey at all. I do not like whiskey. Jack Daniels, nope. No. Won't touch it. But you give me some Fireball and I'm all over that shit. Jack has one too. See, I don't do Jack Daniels. Ugh. I don't like Jack Daniels. Eggs, that's right. Chocolate milk and Fireball? Ooh, makes it taste like candy cane. Oh, see, I don't like candy canes. So I don't like mint. Like blue mint, red mint, spearmint. I only like the green mint. The green mint is good, but like the red peppermint or whatever, no, you won't get me near that shit. That shit's disgusting. I won't touch red peppermint. But I like red cinnamon. So that's what's weird about me, is I won't touch peppermint, but I love me some cinnamon. It's super weird. Cinnamon whiskey. See, now you got to tell me if cinnamon whiskey even tastes, because if it's close to Fireball, I might. And if it's cheaper than Fireball, I might. But I'm super wary about whiskeys, because I don't like whiskeys. Not like Jack Daniel. What the hell is that? What is what? You haven't had a White Russian? Yeah, I haven't had a White Russian in a really long time. It's so good. It's pretty much just like a alcoholic eggnog, I guess you would call it. It's just like a creamy white drink that's got a little bit of cinnamon flavor, and it's got some alcohol in it. So it's not like, anything different than what we normal people drink. It's just called a White Russian. So, oh, you mean eggs? Oh, you're talking about that, eggs. One's not enough, exactly. Buy one, get one free, crew. Oh my goodness, all these comments. Oh, Jack, yeah. So Jack, yeah, you got to tell me. Okay, here it is. All right, this cinnamon whiskey is Revelstoke. Never heard of it before. Jack's Fire whiskey is better than Fireball. Ooh, yeah, Fireball is just this type of cinnamon whiskey. Yeah, I'm just really picky about my stuff. Like I said, I'm a creature of habit. So once I find something that I like when it comes to alcohol, I kind of just stick with it. So even like my beer, I always stick with the same stuff. It's either like a Land Shark or a Blue Moon or a Coors Light. That's it. Like I won't even touch anything else. Like Bud Light, won't get me near any Budweiser. Won't touch Budweiser. But Coors, I won't even touch Coors. But Coors Light's good. I don't like any other type of like lager or ale or anything either, except for Blue Moon too. So, and then with Blue Moon, I also have to have like an orange in it too. So you know how all that goes. The taste that comes with it. So one's not enough. You need extra love and supersize it too. You know you want to. I love that song. Blue Moon is one of your favorites. I love Blue Moon. It took me a really long time to get into anything other than just regular beer, like the lagers and the ales and the pale ales and stuff. It took me a very long time to get into them because they were so strong and pungent. But as soon as somebody at a bar told me one time, just throw some orange in it and it'll be a lot better. Oh my God, it's been heaven ever since. And same with like the Coors Light. Somebody told me to throw a little bit of lime and some tahini in there. And I love me some Coors Light now because of lime and tahini. And I love me some Blue Moon now because of oranges. It's the weirdest thing ever. Just you got to add. It's like the taste thing, you know, if it tastes one way, you've got to do it with the other, like a sweet and savory or, you know, a sweet and sour. You got to like figure out what meshes well with the beer that you're drinking. And once you do, man, I miss it. I miss it so much. But it got to a point now, like in my life, that where my body doesn't want to take alcohol in the way that it used to. Like I used to be able to drink and then get drunk and have fun and then throw up at the end of the night. But now it's like I take one or two drinks and I'm okay at first, and then I'm really tipsy, and then all of a sudden, like I'll go from like tipsy to just being over wasted and wanting to throw up, and I'll only have two drinks, like nothing, you know, over the top, or 1.5 drinks. I won't even finish the second drink, and I won't even get to the drunk part anymore. I'll just start feeling sick to my stomach. So I've got to find something to where it doesn't make me feel like that, where I can just enjoy the little buzz that I get, because I can no longer get stupid drunk anymore. My body just doesn't like it. So no more getting drunk for me, but I can enjoy buzzes, so that's nice. You like Blue Moon red wine too? I like her too. That's right. That's right. There is a girl out there named Blue Moon red wine. That's Lucy. That's right. Moonshine? Ooh, elderberry moonshine. That actually sounds really, really good. I've had apple pie moonshine. Absolutely delicious. I love moonshines because it's so strong, but you can't taste the alcohol in it. Some of those moonshines, they taste like just straight up juice. Just straight up juice. That's it. And they tell you like only take like, you know, a little, like, you know, like a shot. Don't do any more than a shot, because some of that moonshine is super, super alcoholic. So yeah, I've done the apple pie moonshine. That shit is so good, so good. And it was homemade too. It wasn't like that moonshine that you can buy at the store now. I know people out in like the high desert of California, they out there, man, those motherfuckers still like home make everything. It's like living down south out there in the high desert of California. They just home make all of it. It's great. There's tons of drinking tips. It's like scotch. You put a drop or two of spring water and it can change the flavor. Interesting. You're not an alcoholic. You're just a connoisseur. That's what I say about weed. I'm not a pothead. I'm just a connoisseur. Everybody always, I think it was like Warren the other day was complaining about like how many different names there are in weed, because one of his weeds that he got last week was like named after a basketball player. And so I sent it to him. I was like, that's a cookies brand. I know what that is. I've seen that before. They're like, how the fuck, what? Just give me some schnozberries, you know? I'm just like, come on now. You got to be a connoisseur. Like once you start smoking weed enough, you can really start tasting the differences in brands and stuff. And then you can come to find your own certain taste that you like. And that's what you want to stick with, you know? That's how that works. So, you know, me, I like my weed to smell like dirty cheese or like, you know, dirty socks or something. I don't know why. Like the dirty cheese smell is like my favorite for some reason, but some people really like the pine tree smells, you know, or the ones that smell like pool water. I don't know, those ones, you know. I'm not into all those. I do like the pool water ones and the cheesy ones, but like the ones that smell like pine trees, I don't really like those very much. And that's what you kind of become a connoisseur, as you kind of start to notice the differences. So yeah. Ooh, UB40's red wine. Man, that takes me back. That was such a good song. Oh my gosh. I remember listening to that as a kid and I was just like, wow, there's music out there like this. Holy crap. Like it changed my life as a kid when it came to music. I was just like, wow, that is, I don't know why. I think it was just the uniqueness in my age and never hearing any music like that. It was like the first time I ever heard of that genre of music, more of that like island, reggaeton type sound to it. It was truly life altering for me when it came to music. I still love that song. So, hi, Rob. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. It's Friday. I know I've been running for about an hour just talking. It's really funny is I found a bunch of fucking articles last night to talk about. I haven't even started talking about them yet. So whoop, whoop. I'm doing good today, but good to see you, Rob. Thank you for joining us. I'd love to try that. Okay. The elderberry moonshine tastes like Kool-Aid and allows you to bust through walls as well. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Oh, thanks, Jesus. You don't drink, so you can't contribute to the conversation. It's okay. It's okay. I drink, or I talk. I'm talking about the drinking that I've done in the past. I don't drink very much anymore. I think this whole entire year of 2022, I might have drank in 2 times this whole year. So, and I think the first time I drank, it was only a couple, and then the second time I drank was at a wedding, so I only had a beer. I didn't want to get too drunk, so I don't drink very much either. My body doesn't allow me to as much as I used to. Like my body just doesn't like it. So exactly. I like weed. That gets me high. That's my shit right there. That's my thing. Thanks to the gods. Yeah, absolutely. Jesus would drink red wine. I mean, if you got the power to turn water into wine, don't you think you would drink it? Or would you not drink your own supply? That's very true too. So I don't know. All right, you guys. I should get started, huh? I should probably get started on the news. I don't want to. I guess we could start with some fun stuff. Some fun. Oh, yeah. Wait. Where's the Republican that cried? LSD was your thing back in the day? Damn, Willie. You just go hardcore, huh? That's right. That's fucking right. You know what? I'll believe you because I did see that picture you posted recently of you. You were like jumping up in the air or something. It was a picture of you from back in the day. So yeah, no, I could definitely see you going hardcore. That like seeing you now and then seeing that picture of you, you look like you probably did a lot of really good, like went to a lot of really good punk shows back in the day, most likely. You look like one of those little punk rocker kids that goes to those punk shows out like in the middle of nowhere in like this little bar or whatever, but the shows are fucking wicked. Those are my favorites, yeah. Why you turn my gamma up? I'm not in an underwater cave. My gamma I just like turn right and my gamma wants to go up. I don't know what's going on with the gamma today. Turn the gamma up this way? No. Oh, that's my computer gamma. Here we go. Can you see it getting darker and then getting lighter on my face? Oh god. The gamma. Christmas 1998. Yep, in a nutshell. Okay, good. Hell yeah. That's fucking sick though. That's way badass. I wanted to be part of like the punk show kids so bad in the 90s, but I was still a fucking kid in the 90s. I didn't even graduate junior high until 1999. So watching that stuff to me was just like, oh, I want to be a part of it so bad. Especially like Woodstock 99. I know how shitty it ended up and like people just like caught things on fire. But still, like that was the 90s. You know, the 90s was grunge. It was metal. It was punk rock. You know, 90s was full of that. And I loved it. I wanted to be a part of it so bad. I was just one of those stupid little kids watching it on TV with my fucking treats, wishing I could be a part of it. That's what my life was. My grown-up years was in the 2000s, and 2000s was full of like Usher, R. Kelly, Nicki Minaj, which those rap songs are great. I don't diss on any of them. It's just we had some good rock in the early 2000s, but then after that, it kind of went to shit a little bit. I mean, the last really good rock band that I can even think about is In This Moment. I mean, she was pretty much the last really good rock band that I've listened to in a while. So the 2000s, man, they had some pretty good music. Nothing compared to the 90s. The 90s is, you got your grunge. You can't do anything better than the grunge. You got your Foo Fighters, your Nirvana, you got all of those, Beastie Boys. So the 90s was the fucking shit. I'm just saying the 90s was amazing. I need to set it at 38%. Do I like Paramore? I do like Paramore. Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. Good music it still exists, but it's harder to find. It really, really is. And it's what sucks too is like all of our favorite old bands like took a really long break and now they're trying to come back. Like Evanescence. Amy Lee is trying to come back recently with her music. And she took a break because she had a kid, but still, like nowadays her music just isn't nothing compared to what it used to be. It's not the same anymore, and it's really hard to find good music from her. I guess I've been trying to get into more of like, the kids' music too nowadays, just because I don't want to be like, that mom that's out of date, and because my mom like in the 90s and 2000s was still listening to country and stuff. So I told myself like I'm never gonna do that. I'll keep up to date with the music. I'm a music fanatic. I might as well just keep up with it. And so I've been trying to keep up with the kids' music and see what's popular in their stuff, which is really hard for me to do because some of their music, man, is just too much. But like there's that kid, Billie Eilish, that came out with a really good amount of music. She pretty much changed a lot of people's minds on how music should be presented. The way that she does her music is how I always, in the 2000s, the year 2000s, was wanting music to be like more of the dark, open, not afraid to talk about your emotions and your problems in music. But my brother would always tell me like, Jimmy, your songs are fucking depressing. Like, why even do this shit? Like your poems are super depressing. And I'm like, I'm just ahead of my time, bro. I'm just way ahead of my time. And then Billie Eilish comes out with all of her shit, about songs about things under her bed and wanting to jump off of bridges and shit. And I'm just like, God damn, Billie, like you just had to come in and do it what I wanted to do. So I really enjoy her music. Billie Eilish has a new boyfriend, and he's part of a band called The Neighborhood. I love them. They're really, really good band too. If you guys know the song Sweater Weather, that's The Neighborhood. They're God, like I'm on repeat with like 7 of their songs right now. It's absolutely nuts. The Neighborhood is really, really good. I'm enjoying it. I've been really getting into the funk genre music. It's kind of like a mixture of how do you say it? It's like poppy punky, but with a mixture of like techno, but not really. A lot of the techno raver kind of stuff with it. It's funk, PHONK. And it's this genre of music that I'm really digging on right now. It's pretty interesting. Me and Les Bones have been listening to a lot of the funk stuff lately, and I'm really, really, really digging it. And it's cool to have Les Bones to listen to it too, because Les Bones around my age. So I'm just like, okay, I'm not like the only old person out here that's digging on new music too. So the kids are coming out with some good stuff as well. I think the late 2000s and then the early 2010s was just kind of like a down slump when it came to music. So not really a good of anything, but now these kids are starting to come out with some really good stuff. It seems like dubstep is really hit the mainstream and they've turned it into their own way. It seems like a lot of kids really enjoy music with drops in it now, which back in the day there wasn't any like a lot of really good drops in mainstream music. It was just verse 1 chorus, verse 2 bridge chorus, bridge chorus, and there was just really too much to the songs. And now you got these kids out here that are just like trying new things and seeing if new different techniques work. And now it's just like, you can have, verse 1 chorus, verse 2 bridge chorus, bridge chorus, but you've got all these drops in there as well to go with it. That kind of reminds you of like the raver days back in the day, where you're like sitting there all on drugs and you're like, all right, when's the drop gonna come? Bam, there it is. All right, we're good. That's what I love about these kids nowadays is like, yes, bring that shit in, bring it to mainstream, because man, my raver days, I loved the drops, man, the drops were my shit. So much good rock today, just harder to find. Yeah, exactly. The best music today is found in Russia. Yes, there is so much good music in Russia right now. Holy fucking shit. I cannot like, even like I was just saying, the funk music and all this like new genre of stuff. Russia's coming out with amazing music. It's so good. The good music turned into mostly indie music, whether it's rock or hip hop. Yeah, it's a lot of it's very indie sounding. Yeah, funk. Funk is like my shit right now. I'm in love with it. Music industry took over the 2000s, but the industry streaming brought back a lot more creativity in indie music. Yeah, that's right, because like the mainstream music companies were like, you know, going out and recruiting people that they would see out on the streets or whatever and say, hey, we like you. Like that's kind of how Taylor Swift got big. Certain other kids like that got big. But now it seems like that these companies aren't even going out and looking for talent anymore. What they're doing is they're just waiting for these kids to get really viral with their music on TikTok. And then they'll sign the kids that get really viral on TikTok. So that's the kind of thing that they're doing now. Like they're barely even going out and finding talent anymore. So, I mean, if you're out there, you know, like a street performer wanting to sing and make it big, like your best luck is to go onto TikTok and put your music on there and hope to get viral, because that's what's really happening. I mean, there was that one kid who did a song where he says something like black top, big t-shirt, Billie Eilish in it. And he released it on TikTok, and the music that he sampled from it was from a song from a rapper back in the 2000s. I think it was, oh God, what's his name? I'm going to mess it up. He raps really fast and he's starts with an L. Babe, what's that rapper's name that starts with an L and he raps really fast?
L?
Huh?
Starts with an L?
Starts with an L, I think. I can't think of his fucking name.
Oh.
He raps really, 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 really fast.
Eminem raps really
No.
good.
Come on. Just answer my question.
I don't know.
Okay. Buster Rhymes. It didn't start with an L. God damn it. You're right. Yes, Buster Rhymes. So the kid stole a music clip or a music piece from one of his songs. The company that owned the music was like, no, you can't do it. You can't use the song. He ended up just keep putting it out on TikTok anyway. Billie Eilish, which he says in the song, I know, right? Doesn't start with an L. I was thinking Ludacris. That's what it was. It's Buster Rhymes, not Ludacris. It might be Ludacris. I think it was Buster Rhymes. Anyway, the company told him he couldn't use the song. He ended up still using the little piece of song anyway on TikTok. Billie Eilish got a hold of it, found it because it had her name in there. She did a TikTok with it, and now the company that wouldn't allow him to use that because they owned the music clip for that song actually signed him onto his record deal. And that's what's happening on TikTok nowadays. Is like music companies aren't even going out and looking for talent out on the streets anymore. They're just like keeping their eye on social media and seeing who's getting big. I mean, there was Justin Bieber's proof of that. He got big on YouTube and they signed him a deal. So that's just kind of how it is nowadays. Is they're not really going out and looking for talent. They're just finding it, getting viral. Lots of lazy work for them. But you have some Russian songs in your playlist. I know there's a one in there that goes bass da 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 da, and I love that song. And it's fucking Russian. It's so Russian. It's such a good song. But it's a TikTok song too. A lot of artists just avoid the industry. Oh yeah, share them with me. I want some. A lot of artists just avoid the industry and labels altogether. They're learning from musicians' part mistakes. Yeah, because they don't get to own their own music. I mean, yeah, that's great for you in 20 years when your music is still you being used for commercials and stuff like that. But you're always going to have to deal with that middleman who's going to take a percentage of your work. So I think that's the whole problem with like Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift has been having that problem for a while now. So Soldier Boy, no. Yono don't want no record deal, prefer to own self. Exactly, then sell oneself. Exactly. So, but most of these kids just want a record deal so they can make the money. I think there's a rapper right now. I think it's like Little Baby or something, and he only makes enough music to so he can like live this luxurious lifestyle that he has. And it's some rapper right now that's out there, and he literally will only make enough music to where he can live his lifestyle. Once he starts running out of money, he makes more music. It's super funny how these kids are like, I just want to do it for the money. That's it. I don't even care about the music. Justin Bieber was signed by accident. A music executive actually clicked on the wrong artist that was recommended to him and signed Bieber. See? And that's how it goes nowadays. That's how it's, that's how it's happening. They're just keeping their eye out on social media sites and finding out who's the big ones there. So I totally get it. Yep. Just keep making records. The rest will follow. Absolutely. That's going to happen. Your work is always going to shine through, no matter how much people hate you, no matter how many people say bad things about whatever. Your work is always going to shine through, no matter what. That's what I say. No matter, I think that's like my Twitter bio handle saying. It says, "Fuck the haters, let your work shine through." So, definitely agree with that. It's all about the vibes. That's right. That's right. You just keep doing what you're doing, and you're going to end up finding people that love what you do. And I'm here to help spread the word if I have to, because your music is awesome. So, all right. Might as well just get started on some stuff. It's Friday, so I've got some easy things to talk about. I don't want to get too into the muddy waters like we too much. So I decided, we got the Respect for Marriage Act passed, and I decided to put up I'm going to watch a little Twitter video of this Republican lady that started crying over it. States are moving to ban TikTok, which fucking sucks. There was attempted coup by the president in Peru. I guess we are getting serious today, huh? There's a video out about Tara Reid is pushing for an full investigation into Joe Biden and what happened with them. And then Haiti is having really, really, really bad gang problems. I guess it is a little on the serious side today. It's supposed to be Friday. I don't want to work too hard, but YOLO. Ooh. Okay. Yes, I want it. I want to see it. I want to watch it. I love it. I love powwows. I haven't gone to a powwow since I was a teenager. It was so cool because I got to try ostrich jerky. Oh my gosh. Probably the best jerky I've ever tasted in my life. It was so delicious. I love powwow music. I love the drums. I love the dance. I love the grass dancers, the ones that like hop down and then they like put their feet up and down, and they've got all the little things that are flying everywhere. Oh, it's such a beautiful. You guys, if you ever can go to a powwow, I'm telling you, man, just go to one. They're so fucking gorgeous. Rivethead, good to see you again. You think the increasing number of states moving to block TikTok is part of a semi-orchestrated effort to get it banned outright in the U.S.? Absolutely do. Yeah, they want it banned in the U.S. because the U.S. is saying that it's a national emergency crisis because TikTok, or they're saying that China is trying to collect our data and our information. But the thing about it is they're not wanting. What they're not saying to us is that they're not wanting China to take all of our data and information. While they don't say is that Twitter and Facebook and Google and Gmail and YouTube and Instagram and all these other American-made companies are doing exactly what the Chinese government is doing. They're just saying that they don't want China to have this information. So it doesn't fucking matter. It's just them being selfish of like, well, we want to own Americans' data so that we can, give them the propaganda and the misinformation that we want to give them. We don't want China to give that to them. We want China to stay out of it. So that's why they're doing, at least to me, that's what it seems like they're doing. I mean, I know that they're wanting to ban it outright because they're thinking China is going to steal, our data. But they don't say is that they're already our own government and our own corporate owners have been for a really long time now already stealing our data. That's why you can literally think something nowadays and then scroll on your phone and it comes up as an ad. They're already doing it here. They just don't want China to do it. That's all. It's the whole, Russia Gate kind of stuff, the Red Scare, except it's with China too. So, not only are we like, fighting against Russia, but we're fighting against China as well. So yeah. Exactly. That's America's data. Exactly what it is. And it's pathetic right now. It's super ridiculous how we're doing this. Like, if you're seriously that worried about China owning all of our data, then you shouldn't have allowed TikTok here in the first place, because TikTok's been around for so fucking long. You're not going to get people to give up their TikTok, and whatever China needed to get or needs to get, they're already getting it from us. So whatever data they need, they're already getting it. So what are you trying to do? Stop them from getting even more data? Because they're already doing it. What else? And you guys are doing it to us all the time in America as well. So what's the fucking point? Why are you guys being like this? So I'm pretty sure they'll have like their own version of TikTok here in America once they come up with their own version. It's going to fail miserably, just like all the rest of those social media sites that try to get big, So it's how it happens. We can actually read about it first if you want. I can bring it up. Making me work today. Just continue to the site, please. Jesus Christ. The ads on websites is crazy. Like, absolutely nuts to me. Let me see if I can make it bigger. Oh. Okay, there we go. That's pretty big. What does it say? Maryland, South Carolina. See, so states are doing it by state right now. But yeah, they were good with TikTok when they invented influencers. They were good with TikTok when they invited influencers to the White House for C-19 information. Oh, good to know. So Maryland and South Carolina become the latest states to ban TikTok for state government agencies. So they're doing it for government agencies as well, and employees that use work-issued devices. So they're not wanting like China to get into the companies and the governments of America, I guess. Following a South Dakota ban last month, Maryland governor signed an emergency cybersecurity directive to bar the use of various products from companies believed to be under the influence of Chinese and Russian governments. Here we go. Those firms include TikTok, Kaspersky, Tencent, which operates WeChat, Alibaba, and telecommunications companies Huawei and ZTE. Exactly. Time is running out for Facebook stock. TikTok. Agencies are required to remove the product from state networks and implement measures to prevent their future installation. State agencies will also be required to deploy network-based restrictions to prevent their use or access, the December 6th guidance says. The full directive states that agencies should use mobile device management software to ensure they have full inventory of the application installed on mobile devices, and should tap their network firewalls' detective capabilities to identify state-owned assets that access or attempt to access banned applications. Man, this is like a super professional thing. Maryland official says TikTok and other companies may be involved in espionage, surveillance, and the inappropriate collection of sensitive personal information, which is pretty much what already the American government is doing right now. So it's really funny how they don't want Chinese governments and Russian state governments to do this, but they can do it themselves to us, and that's okay. And they're not going to say anything about it. Separately, Henry McMaster issued a request earlier this week to Marcia Adams, the executive director of South Carolina Department of Administration, to permanently remove TikTok from all state government electronic devices managed by the agency and block future access to the app. McMaster said in a letter to Adams that the app poses a clear and present danger to its users. Cybersecurity, various cabinet agencies. Although McMaster said there are still agencies who continue to operate in a silo, he asked that Adams provide a list of agencies for whom the permanent access block will not be possible, given that TikTok and its parent company. TikTok and its parent company. There's a lot to read right now. ByteDance remain in a national security threat. according to federal government officials, including FBI director. While a national ban on the app has been debated for some time, a deal between the Biden administration and ByteDance on storing data from U.S. users on Oracle servers in this country and giving more transparency on its content recommendation algorithm appears to be facing delays, having previously been expected by the end of the year. Okay. See, so the government's supposed to be doing something with them by the end of the year, but I just don't understand why they're so worried about China taking our data when Americans already have been doing it. And China's already been taking our data. They've been doing it already. It's what they do. It's what all social media companies do. They just steal the data. Yeah, that's all I got on that one. This phone never was mine. I just pretend to own it. Yep, and eyes wide open, they dominate everything. They sure do. Epic Electronic Privacy Information Center. Ooh. I wonder if like Epic's Games is like that. That's like the stand. What's this? Epic Games stands for. That'd be interesting. You don't know how to use TikTok, but you have it. I've done a few TikToks myself. Definitely not as good as some of these kids, man. They're really good with the transitions and everything in there, just using the different filters in different ways with the music. And man, some of these people are really, really talented. It's like video editing, but video editing live. So it's a lot different. I'm used to, I'm a video editor, so I'm used to like post-production, taking the video and editing and stuff. And some of these kids, man, some of them are pretty pre-edited and then they're just added into TikTok with any extra bells and whistles. But some of the time, man, these kids literally are doing this shit like on while they're recording it to go up as a TikTok. Like it's just like there, they're doing it on the app itself instead of a post-production. It's super talented. It takes a lot of talent to be able to do it. I've been, studying it and practicing it and stuff, but I'm definitely not as good as a lot of these TikTok kids for sure. But I'm more of like I said, more of a post-production kind of person. So I am pretty sure I can be just as good as them if I just edited a video and then uploaded it into TikTok. Probably be a lot easier for me to get away with that. But it is what it is. You see a kitty? I don't know where these damn cats are. Cape Socialist, good to see you. Everybody go check out Cape Socialist over on Twitter. He's doing him and his family are doing amazing work down there in South Africa, feeding the homeless, doing a tour for the poor out there. So go give him a follow over on Twitter. Have I heard of the millennial pause? I've heard of menopause. What's a millennial pause? Is that where it's really quiet? Hold on. I know of a pregnant pause. Millennial pause. You're sure you're not guilty? First generation to grow up with social media. Millennials are now becoming what? The split second millennials wait before they start talking in a video. Whoa. Are you calling me out right now, Les Bones? It's Gen Z trying to say that we're old. Wait a minute. I'm reading it. Hold on here. So you guys don't feel left out. I'll read it. I'll read it. It's Gen Z trying to say we're old. Points to a plethora of tics and mannerisms millennials do online that have fallen out of fashion, specifically mannerisms displayed by millennials on TikTok that Gen Z TikTokers make fun of. Okay. Look at the TikToks about it. Oh, no. Although my hip is acting up today because it's cold outside. We're not old. Okay, these tics include random zoom-ins to emphasize talking points. Zoom-ins? Okay. A way of talking termed the BuzzFeed accent, using random filters, using phrases popularized on Twitter and Instagram like doggo and I can't even and adulting, and the latest crime, millennial pause. Here we go. The millennial pause, as Lindsay defines it, is the split second millennials wait before they start talking in a video to intuitively circumvent recording delay. It's a technical hangover from using older technology that did not start recording instantly. Moreover, while millennials may be accustomed to documenting their lives in photos, the millennial pause is an indicator of discomfort with recording videos, absent from those generally made by Gen Z. Oh no. The term millennial pause. There's the, you just said that Taylor Swift was doing it. Here it is right here. The term millennial pause was first coined in a TikTok about Taylor Swift. She, TikTok user, this person stitched a TikTok with Swift exclaiming excitedly that not even she is immune to the cringe-inducing pause. God, will she ever stop being relatable? Right? Because we grew up with mechanical tape transports. What? Here, hold on. Let me, I got to share it in a different way so I can share, it'll share the audio because it wouldn't share the audio there. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's Taylor.
I am obsessed with the fact that not even Taylor the Swift is immune to the inevitable millennial obligatory pause before you start talking in a TikTok to make sure it's actually recording. God, will she ever stop being relatable? I love her.
Wait, what?
Hey guys, it's Taylor.
That right there, the little pause?
I am obsessed with the fact that not even Taylor the Swift is immune to the inevitable millennial obligatory pause before you start talking in a TikTok to make sure it's actually recording. God, will she ever stop being relatable? I love her.
Hey guys.
Okay. It's that split second. That's it. Well, now I'm going to notice that I do that all the time. Fuck. Something else I got to watch out for so I don't sound and look like an old person for my kids. God damn it. Lindsay cites a handful of mannerisms outside TikTok too. Millennial tics like using GIFs as reactions. See, I speak in GIFs. GIFs are the only thing that I feel like speak through me. You can't make fun of us for this, old you young little kids. All right, GIFs are my personality trait. The fuck? Turning social media bios into lists that include everything from every town they've lived in to their Hogwarts house. I had to stop doing that for sure. I noticed that my kids were telling me that was really, really bad that I would do that because I would put like mother, free spirit, Slytherin, you know, I would definitely be doing all that stuff. So I think my Instagram bio still has a lot of that stuff in it where it's like the list of things. So definitely. But you have to remember, like, we're the ASL generation. Like, that's what we did when we first got on the internet. Like, you put your age, your name, and your location. Oh, God. Or your age and sex and location. It doesn't sound like they're wrong. I'd probably pause. Yeah, because you just got to make sure that it's going, that it's on. I don't want people to miss anything I say. But you're right. It is that split second. Gen Z just has ADHD. But it's so much enough to where these kids are noticing it. Like, how are these kids acting like super psychologists to where they can see split second stuff? This is the kind of things that psychologists do. They and like body readers, like the people that can read body language. This is what they do. They look for these split second things that a lot of people don't realize. And these kids are noticing this kind of stuff. Like, this is psychological kind of stuff that they're getting away with right now. They're really getting smart when it comes to reading people. It's wild. M, yes, please. And Earth. Hey. 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 I said hey.
It's me.
Assholes.
No,
See what you guys are doing? You're pissing off the Putin puppets in my house. My husband just walked in.
I'm gonna head down the hill right now. Do you hear me?
Yes, I'm done. Talking about Putin puppets on my show. My husband doesn't know what the fuck's going on.
I'm taking the neighbor with me.
You're taking Z with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm taking a shower.
Okay.
Where's my bag at?
Talking about Putin puppets when my husband walks in the door. This is great. Oh, you gotta love my show. Love my show. I love my show.
Is the whole world seeing me right now?
Yes.
Hi, world.
Say hello, world.
I did.
Millennials really too old to be on social media. Fuck no, we're not too old to be on social media. Are you kidding me? No way. We started social media. See, if kids even start to say that we're too old to be on social media, they need to realize that we're the ones that started it. Like, we had PicRave, we had MySpace, we had all those things before they had all of this. Like, we're the ones that got it started. They shouldn't.
We started AOL.
You did start AOL. Willie still has
I
AOL.
know, Willie's probably my age.
What was great? I was getting Willie's email yesterday, and he still has AOL.
Willie got upgraded to Yahoo.
Yeah, exactly. My husband still uses Yahoo, so I'm just like, you old motherfuckers, man. You old ass
I love
people. Bye, I love you. Like, you old ass people, dude. Jesus Christ. Don't you? I don't even remember my password from my old like Yahoo account. I don't even know the password. I remember my email address just because it's like something that, like those teenager names that you use back in the day, but I don't remember my password. So, and I think I used only one Yahoo account. I'm pretty sure most of it was like this website that had really cool ats. So it was like some website that was like an email server, and you can choose your own email name, and then it was like @, and then it had like a list of really cool ats. So I would do there would be mine. I would do because I was obsessed with SpongeBob. I would do square panties. So I would be like SquarePants, like SpongeBob SquarePants, but I was the girl. So it'd be square panties, and then it would be and then I always chose the I'm a bad little girl. So it would be square panties @I'mABadLittleGirl.com. And they would be really, really dark, creepy ones like that were really cool. So those are the kind of email addresses that I used back in the day. I'm pretty sure that they don't even have those anymore. So yeah. You can read books, not people. AOL, yeah. Apparently AOL still exists. Willie's got an AOL email address still. So, which is wild.
That's old people who everybody bought their .coms from GoDaddy.
Yeah, exactly.
We bought them all up years ago.
Yeah.
When they first brought .coms.
Yep. The people are still using GoDaddy. I think we use GoDaddy for KRTD website. So,
Can you still find .coms, or are they all .nets and?
You can find everything. Yeah. We just wanted to grab the domain name of KRTD. So we had to go through GoDaddy to do it. Yeah. GoDaddy's still a thing, right? Yeah. Because we used it recently. So you got my husband in the background. He's not used to having somebody go live stream while he's like chilling around the house. He has to stay home all week. They canceled shooting for the week. The whole business is on a shutdown right now because, hey, they had to shut down the whole business this week because somebody tested positive for something. So they've got to do the backtracking and all that stuff. So he's home for the week, losing his fucking mind, doesn't know what the fuck to do with himself. So he just comes in and starts talking on my live stream. You know how that goes. You remember those? Wait, you're turning 64 in a few days. Wow. Well, happy early birthday. That's awesome. You got like 5 more years and you're going to be my dream year. I can't wait till I'm 69. Just so that whole year I can be like, I'm 69. Nice. That's the whole year. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun. If I make it to 69, that's very true. I might not because I am a smoker. So, I think my grandma was a smoker, but she made it to 74, so 75. So that's not too bad. Are you guys good? You guys showed. Okay. I thought you guys were like blowing up my phone again. Vintage single estate email address. That's right. Exactly. It's just because you're wise, Rob. Exactly. I'm 37 and I sometimes feel like I'm a lot older. So, I mean, my husband's almost 10 years older than me. That's how much older I feel like, because I feel like I can't, I mean, I can be friends with people my age, but like, I feel like I get along better with older people just because, I don't know. I feel like I'm old for my age, except for I do stupid, immature things. Like, I got my headphones on, but I'm, I know it like, I know you guys have been seeing this. Like, I keep seeing this like wiggly thing right here. And I keep forgetting that I've got my headphones is hooked onto my earlobe or my earring because I don't want to lose it. And I'm tired of it like hanging down. So I'm a grown up. I'm sure I am. I just, hang my earphones from my stretchers. Exactly, Rob the Wise Genu. How do you say your last name? Genu. It's very French. It sounds French. I love your last name. My last name, well, not my married last name. My real, what is it? Your unmarried last name? What do they call that? My unmarried last name, my birth last name is French. So that's really cool. Rob Genu. Genu? I don't know. I'm going to mispronounce it so bad. Mine's the same way too. Like people mispronounce my last name for so long because it's my family last name. My unmarried last name is Ligon. So people always used to call me like Juno. Okay. Okay. Like Juno. Okay. Maiden name. Yes. Thank you, Holly. My maiden last name is Ligon. So people always call me like Ligon or Lagon or Lagoon or Ligon, things like that. But my last name is actually pronounced Legion or Legion because it's an I. So Legion, not Legion, because Le is L-E. But I guess it's Legion. That's my last name. People always used to say it wrong too, so I totally understand. I totally get it. Capricorns rock. Capricorns, they're all right. They all right. My daughter's a Capricorn too, so yeah, your birthday's coming up in a few days. Same with my daughter's. My daughter's birthday is December 22nd, so she's a cusper of Capricorn and Sagittarius. So the little money makers, that's what they are. Little Capricorn money makers. She's a sweetheart. We butt heads a lot, but I'm a Cancer, so I pretty much butt heads with like all the astrology signs. It's just what we do because, Cancers are the whiner babies. So you're a Capricorn the 31st. Oh, shit. That's what I'm talking about. Don't get me started because I can spend the next hour and a half talking about astrology because that's my wheelhouse. So also tarot cards, astrology, all that witchy stuff. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. Caps rock hard. Capricorns. That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'll give it to you guys. You guys are pretty cool. My daughter's a Capricorn, so I can't hate on you guys. My daughter's going, oh God, I just realized my daughter's going to be 18 in a couple of weeks. I'm about to have a full ass grown up adult kid. That's weird. I'm scared. What do I do? What do you do with a grown-up kid? I always told myself, like, I'm going to take him to bars and we're going to have fun and I'm going to be the cool mom. Like, now I'm just like, what do I do? Your mom was a moon child too? Oh, July 4th. I'm also a cusper as well, just like my daughter, because she's the 22nd of December. So she's a Capricorn, Sagittarius cusper. I'm July 22nd. So I am a Cancer, Leo cusper, but I am still a Cancer. I definitely do have some Leo traits. Obviously, I mean, I was a dancer for a really long time. So like that whole center of attention. I mean, and I have a show now too. So like the whole center of attention, spotlight on me type stuff that the Leos have. I've definitely got that trait, but I'm definitely extremely sensitive to things. But I'm more like the crab, like, when it comes to Cancers, how they say, they're like the crab where, the tough exterior, but the very sensitive interior. That's how I am. Like, I'm very sensitive. I can take a lot to heart. I regret a lot of things that I say. I feel bad for a lot of things that I say or don't say or whatever. I just do a lot of self-reflection a lot. And so, but people on the outside will never see that about me. So that's what I really enjoy about being the crab. Like I can sit here and just take a deep dive into myself, learn the lessons of feelings and how things make me feel and why things are making me feel a certain way. And then the people on the outside will just never know this about me. So I get to be that cool, hard exterior, outer shell, not give a fuck about anything. But then when I'm like sitting alone in my living room by myself at night, I can just do some shadow searching and get out a good cry or two, My kid definitely is my trigger for crying. She definitely knows how to make me cry really, really, really well. She pushes those buttons. You have buttons in the world, but then there's like the buttons that the kids push. That's totally different of a button than any other person pushes because they know you so well. So they know that button. Oh, that girl can make me cry for sure. I'll never show it to her though. Never really made money. ARG scored 1-0. You're a Leo, shaking bacon. Yeah, that's right. That's right. I can tell you're a Leo for sure because you're a talker. So yeah, I can see you being a Leo. I would have probably pictured you more like a Libra. Yeah, I would have pictured you more like a Libra. Your mom was a Leo. You're in the best company, shaking bacon. That's right. That's right. Leos are fun. My sister's a full-blown Leo too. So I have a sister who's like a year and 4 days younger than me. So her birthday's like 4 days after mine. So she's a full-on Leo too. So they're a lot of fun. They're very outgoing. So, and that's what I love about me being like the cusper of Cancer and Leo is because there's introverts and then there's extroverts, but there's also ambiverts, which are people who can be introvert and extrovert. We kind of make the best situation out of everything that we have to do, whether it's in our own home or in our own room or out in public. We just make the best of it. We can be introverts if we want to be in the home, or we can be extroverts when we go out. We have that capability of it. And I feel like it's because of, my astrology, two symbols of complete opposites going together and trying to work with each other that allows me to be an introvert and an extrovert, an ambivert anywhere I go. So I love being at home. I fucking hate going out in public, but I do enjoy going out in public, and I do enjoy going and hanging out with people and meeting new people and talking. I'm a social butterfly at the same time. So it's a very weird, confusing situation that I live in, but I love it. So you're a Gemini? Les Bones. You're the twins? That's no bueno. So then I only know one side of you, Les Bones. If you are a Gemini, then you've got two sides to you, and I've only seen your good side, and I want to see the bad side. For sure want to see the bad side. I have to see your bad side now. There's just, yeah, I have to. All of my Gemini friends have all shown me their bad sides. It's the funnest. You guys are the best. I love Geminis because you guys are always like internally battling with yourself on how you're going to be. It's like Loki and Thor constantly fighting in your head at all times. Geminis are the best. Geminis are great. Did you know that most serial killers in history were Geminis? And Virgos too. Yona, I love you. I hope to see you soon. I'll probably see you in some comment section this weekend, and I'll come and check out your show tomorrow night. You are doing a show tomorrow night, right? Let me know if you're going to do one. But I love you. Mwah. You are a Libra. A Libra. Oh, a Libra. Get it. Ah. Geminis have advantages. Definitely. Les Bones' bad side comes out when he murders wolf spiders. So true. All right. We're going to have to, I've only seen like Les Bones' quiet, sweet side. I want to see this like wild, crazy person. So Geminis, man, my best friend used to be a Gemini. She was crazy as shit. She was she went by Janet. She probably nowadays, if I still talk to her, she probably would be non-binary now, but yeah, she was great. She was definitely a Gemini. She was a girl. She looked like a boy. She called herself a girl, but loved being mistaken for a guy a lot of times. She was my protector wherever I go. When I was going to college, she would take the college classes that I was going to with me, so that way I wouldn't have to be alone, and I would have a protector and stuff when I would go to classes. Janet was the best back in the day. She's great. She was great. I love Geminis. Geminis are so fun. So yeah, the only ones I don't, as a Cancer, the only ones I don't really, really, really like too much are Pisces. I get along with them. I just don't too much. We tend to butt heads and stuff because, you know, they're fish, I'm crab, we're both water signs. My mom is a Pisces. So I've just kind of noticed that like anybody else that's been a Pisces is kind of felt like the same type of stuff. I had a friend that was a Pisces and it just, didn't work out very well. What's another one? It's a really good one. I don't get along with Scorpios too much. I mean, I do to a certain extent. Just I, as a Cancer, would never be attracted to a Scorpio just because I know what their personality is like. So I'll be friends with Scorpios. But Scorpios seem to be a little bit too confident for me. I just can't handle all that like self-love shit that they do. So Friday night podcast tonight at 11. Yay. Oh, and a new video in my DM. Yay. Okay, cool. So 11 p.m. Eastern. So that would be 10/9, 8 p.m. Pacific. Yona is going to be on tonight. So you guys, we got something to do tonight for the weekend. What are you guys all doing for the weekend? You guys doing anything? I know I'm just going to be watching. I'm listening to the part I missed. You don't have to rewind and watch all that stuff. Kitty, what the fuck is your problem? She's psycho. She's just psycho. That's just what she is. Miss Izzy is a psycho. Hey, she's sweet, but she's psycho. Hi, mama. Hi, mamas. You want to get down? You're a good boy. No bad in you? Oh, what? But you're a Gemini, though. There's got to be something you're hiding, something you're not letting us see. See, the Gemini is the twins, okay? Now, as a person, as a human, you can only show one side at a time. So there's always going to be, as you as a Gemini, there's always going to be this internal battle of something in your head. So either you have already shown us the good side and I haven't seen your bad side yet, or you've only shown me your bad side and I haven't seen the good side yet. And I think because you're so nice, I think I've only seen your good side and I am waiting to see your bad side. That's why I keep telling you all the time, like, be mean to me. Just be mean. Just fucking be mean. Just be mean to me. Tell me how it is. Tell me you don't want to fucking play with me today and play video games with me today, bitch. Like, Jimmy, fucking chill. You play too many video games. I don't want to play. You're a fucking gamer. I can't keep up. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting, Les Bones. I'm fucking waiting, bro. Pretty sure I'll be drinking Fire Nog and gaming, probably sports gaming, so I'm not sure I'll be playing Grounded tonight. Well, then, fine. Fine. I might just go play Grounded by myself then, because that's what I do. I play video games by myself because I'm a lonely, lonely person. What else are you guys doing this weekend? Like I said, I'm a lonely person, so I'm probably just going to be playing video games all weekend. I don't have sports ball to watch. I don't watch sports, so I don't have anything like that to get into this weekend. Other than, you know, like Warren and Yona's show. I've got all those to do this, to watch and to be a part of this weekend. But yeah, I'm probably just going to be playing video games all weekend. I have no idea. Whatever. I got my Fortnite friends I can play with too. So I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be good shaking. Don't worry about me. Speaking of worrying, we should worry about this lady right here. I'm just kidding. We don't have to worry about this lady right here. But this poor fucking lady decided to cry. She says, so this Respect for Marriage Act. Les Bones, you're the kind of Gemini. so the Respect for Marriage Act passed, and so I thought it was really funny. I wanted to show this, even if I don't talk about anything else today. I wanted to at least talk about this because I thought this shit was funny that she cries. Like how the Republicans sit here and they call us, snowflakes, and we're crybabies, all that mean stuff that they do to us. But then, like, when they don't get something that they want, then this is how they turn into themselves. So this guy says, as I presided over the debate for the Respect for Marriage Act, I had to remind Republicans like Vicky their time for debate expired. For too long, Republicans have tried to stop a full vision of marriage equality in America. Their time has expired. This shit was fucking hilarious. Okay, let's do this. Let's bring this up. Here we go.
I hope and pray that my colleagues will find the courage to join me in opposing this misguided and this dangerous bill. I yield back.
Gentlewoman's time has expired.
And you're saying we don't have the time. What the hell
The
are we
gentleman's
doing
time has
here if we don't
expired.
have-
I hope
I love how that guy's like, gentleman's time has expired. Like, he completely just cuts him
pray
off. But look at her,
that
look at
my
her whiner
colleagues
baby.
will find the courage to join me in opposing this misguided and this dangerous bill. I yield back.
Gentlewoman's time has expired.
And you're saying we don't have the time. What the hell are we
gentleman's
doing
time has
here if we don't
expired.
have-
If I didn't talk about anything today, I just wanted to talk about that. Oh, that shit is so great. It's such great to see the kind of hypocrisy that goes on in both parties. Even Democrats too do the same thing in their own, in their own way. It's just fun to see the strong Republican conservative party who loves to call liberals little crybabies and snowflakes, literally acting the same way because they don't get to have their closed-minded opinions of marriage, like what Rivet had said right there. Imagine crying at other people's people getting some of their humanity recognized. It's, yeah, absolutely right. It's fucking, oh, I wish I could bottle up those tears. What, you're actually gonna play today? Won't anyone think of the children? That's another thing that pisses me off about these guys too. Like, I've been really noticing this week, they are going hard on calling like the LGBTQ plus community groomers, while they're like, I pray to God, I pray to my holy Lord Savior that these kids or these groomers will stop getting near our children and trying to, manipulate our kids' minds. But like, they literally said, I'm going to pray to God. Like, do you not understand that people in your religion is more grooming than, or more groomers than any other thing at all? Bet you didn't. So I'm just saying, it's crazy. And so most of those drag shows too, that pisses me off because most of those drag shows are just these women performing. It's like, when I went to one of them, I saw a woman dressed up like in this really beautiful red dress gown with a beautiful wig and her makeup all done, and she lip synced to a Whitney Houston song. How is that grooming? Please tell me how that grooms, how that is a grooming thing. So, yeah, I think it's great to see them falling on their fucking fat little faces because they're not getting their way. I'm just, every time that, a Republican's going to call me a snowflake or a crybaby over not getting some kind of justice for other people in this country that deserve it more than white people, I'm just going to show them this video. Be like, oh, I'm the crybaby, I'm the whiner. You should look at your own people when interracial people want to get married, or people of LGBTQ community want to get married. This is how your people act. Over somebody else getting married that has nothing to do with you. Like nothing. You don't have to go to the wedding. You don't have to be part of their happily ever after. You don't have to be a part of their engagement. You don't even have to be in the same state as them. You don't even have to be in the same country as them. You can be super like on the opposite side of the country as this person, but you're fighting so hard to make sure that this person doesn't get any rights to marry who they want to marry just because it's not what you believe in. You're so worried about these people going to hell that you're willing to change the law of the land so that way people don't go to your imaginary fireplace. It's crazy to me how these people think. Absolutely wild. And what makes me worthy enough to talk about this is I have been there. I have been that person who has sat there with people and have tried to change their ways and saying, you're going to go to hell if you don't repent and give your things to God. I've been that kid that has done that before in my past. And you know how cringy it is now to look back at the fact that I did that to people? Like, how fucking dare I? If I can look back and see what I did wrong, and how that was wrong of me to even perceive and judge people based on their actions that has nothing to do with my life and then say that they're going to hell for it. If I can look back and see that that was wrong, these people can take a fucking step back and see what they were doing was wrong as well. So it's just all, don't sit here and give me all your bullshit of I'm the crybaby, I'm the snowflake, because I want people to have a happy ever after, their own happily ever after, while you're sitting here crying to the government because you don't want them to have their happily ever after because you're afraid they're going to go to jail or go to hell. Sorry, doesn't work that way. It's gross. It's absolutely gross. But yeah, I thought it was really, really funny. Sit here and watch her cry. The snowflakes are literally, yeah, exactly. They are pretty fucking badass. Did you know that not every snowflake is the same? Every snowflake is different, just like humanity. So yeah, no, I completely agree. Snowflakes are badass. I love it. I thought that was really funny to see her cry. I wonder, did anyone put here? Sorry, I should have kept this up because I wanted to kind of scroll down and see if anyone said anything about it as well. Okay, Richie Torres. Vicky Hartler's gay nephew Andrew posted about his aunt crying over gay marriage on the House floor. Oh my gosh.
Today, a United States Congresswoman, my Aunt Vicky, started crying because gay people like me can get married.
I hope and pray that my colleagues will find the courage to join me in opposing this misguided and this dangerous bill. I yield back.
So, despite coming out to my aunt this past February, I guess she's still just as much as a homophobe.
Let's be clear. Obergefell is not in danger, but people and institutions of faith are.
Aunt Vicky, that's...
Obergefell is actually in danger. We all called this like a few months ago when the Roe v. Wade was overturned. We all put up list of things, of past court cases, precedences that was going to be even, that we knew was going to be brought back up. And that was one of them. And now she's bringing it up in Congress to talk about it, saying that religion isn't a threat, that Obergefell isn't, that case isn't in threat, that the religion is. No, see, this is exactly what we were saying. As soon as Roe v. Wade got overturned, we were saying that all these other cases that have to do with other things like interracial marriage and same-sex marriage is going to be brought up to the table again. And we were fucking right. We were right. We were all fucking right. There she is. She said it out loud, talking about how that case is not in danger, but religion is. No, now you've officially brought religion into the law and are mixing it in with the law, and now you're making that case a danger as well. Not only did you fuck over Roe v. Wade, but now you're going to fuck over this one. Okay. But just blame it on that instead of and saying that religion needs to be saved. Okay.
It's not right. Institutions of faith like...
Oh, you got to run for the day, but if your plans open up, hit us up. Okay. Be after midnight Eastern. No problem. It's a weekend, so I'll be on. Either way, for sure. Have a good day.
Like religious universities are not being silenced. They're being empowered by the U.S. government to discriminate against tens of thousands of LGBTQ students because of religious exemptions. but they still receive federal funding.
The bill's implications: submit to our ideology or be silenced.
Submit to our ideology or be silenced. Do you hear that shit? Do you hear that fear mongering they're telling us? Don't fucking tell me what to do, bitch. We can take it to the streets and then you can tell me that shit. And then after I beat your fucking ass, you can tell me that shit again to my fucking face. How fucking dare her even say that? I want to hear it again.
Be silenced. The bill's implications: submit to our ideology or be silenced.
That's what you're doing. That's what you're fucking doing. We ain't doing this. We are actually opening it up for people, or what they are doing is opening it up for more people to be able to get married, interracial, you know, even though they've been able to get married, it's just making it a national law now. And she wants to fight it. Actually, what she's projecting is what she's doing. She's projecting.
It's more like you want the power to force your religious beliefs onto everyone else.
Yeah, exactly.
And because you don't have that power, you feel like you're being silenced.
Yep.
But you're not. You're just going to have to learn to coexist with all of us. And I'm sure it's not that hard.
I love
Today, a United States Congresswoman.
Let's see. Sodom is trending again, and a ridiculous Christian nationals cried on the floor of Congress about allowing gay marriage to be a thing. Let's talk seriously. Okay. Yes, we know she has an openly gay nephew. Missouri peeps would love to hear if there's anything lurking in her closet other than hate. I'm not from Missouri, but there's this thread. It gets even shittier. He's suing the Department of Education over anti-LGBT discrimination in religious colleges, such as the one he attended and barely made it through. She's literally weeping because she wants the law to smack her own nephew down hard. Those are probably some rumors. Rumors. See, there we go. MAGA tears, me. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Get it. You know the perfect song for this, Icky Vicky from Fairly Odd Parents. Very interesting. White lady tears, always a defense mechanism deployed to obfuscate in response to a perceived threat. Yep, white woman tears has been the cause of people's demise for a very long time. Absolutely agree. Yeah, I don't understand why she thinks other people getting married hurts her marriage. These people see freedom as finite commodity to be hoarded. The more others have, the less for themselves. Oh, kind of like money, you know, how they treat money. So very interesting. I thought that was, it's good to see that her nephew was up there talking shit about her too. So good for her. Good for her. Ooh, Miss Lady. Ooh, Miss Lady. Oh, Miss Lady. Miss Lady. Stop. Stop. Jeez. All right. So in Peru, their president, Pedro Castillo, was ousted and arrested this week. He tried to coup d'etat the government, try to make himself the leader. So I figured we'd give this one a shot and watch this a little bit. I'm going to go run to the bathroom really quick before I pee myself. And here we go.
The political crisis in Peru. On Wednesday, the Peruvian president, Pedro Castillo, was ousted from power and arrested hours after he moved to temporarily dissolve the Peruvian Congress. Castillo's vice president, Dina Boluarte, has been sworn in to replace him. Castillo is a left-leaning former teacher and union leader who was in office for less than a year and a half. Last year, he defeated Keiko Fujimori, the daughter of Peru's former dictator Alberto Fujimori. On Wednesday, Castillo made the dramatic announcement of dissolving Congress just before lawmakers were preparing their third attempt to impeach him on corruption charges. This is part of what Castillo said on Wednesday.
Por lo que In response to citizens' demands throughout the length and breadth of the country, we've decided to establish an exceptional government aimed at reestablishing the rule of law and democracy, and therefore the following measures are dictated. Temporarily dissolve the Congress of the Republic and establish an exceptional emergency government.
Pedro Castillo's
Yeah,
attempt to
with
dissolve
him as the leader. This is what he was trying to do. Like, he wanted to dissolve the entire government and make himself the ultimate leader. This is fucking wild. So many coups this week in governments. Like, motherfuckers are mad this week everywhere. All fucking countries, man. People are just pissed off everywhere.
Congress was quickly rejected by members of Peru's Supreme Court. Within hours, Congress voted 101-6 to remove him from office for reasons of, quote, permanent moral incapacity. Then Castillo's vice president, Dina Boluarte, was sworn in as president, making her Peru's 6th president in 7 years. She also becomes Peru's first ever female president.
As we all know, there has been an attempted coup d'etat, an attempt pushed by Mr. Pedro Castillo, which has not found backing in the institutions of democracy.
So
and
that's the
streets.
lady who won the
This
interim president of Peru. So she's the one who's temporarily president now after they arrested the leader. The leader guy is supposed to be like some kind of extreme right wing, like just super right wing. Apparently she's really left wing. So, and I don't know. It seems like it was very confusing too with the protests and stuff. I think they're going to be talking about this as well, because some people, they were like protesting against the government, but then when they arrested the government, or they arrested the leader, the president, they were protesting against that as well. So it's very confusing.
Congress of the Republic, per the constitutional mandate, has taken a decision, and it is my duty to act accordingly.
Supporters of Pedro Castillo took to the streets of Lima Wednesday to denounce what they saw as the president's unjust removal from power.
They is not our president. Let the people elect her, then I will recognize her as president. But the people didn't elect her. The people elected Pedro Castillo, and he is our president. We will work with him. Now, if the people of Congress consider themselves so democratic, then respect the people's voice. Respect that we voted for Castillo.
On Wednesday, the United States quickly recognized Dina Boluarte as Peru's next president. However, Mexican President Andrés Manuel López Obrador criticized Castillo's removal from power. AMLO said, quote, "We consider it unfortunate that due to the interests of the economic and political elites from the beginning of Pedro Castillo's legitimate presidency, an environment of confrontation and hostility was maintained against him until it led him to make decisions that have served..."
Is lady watching the World Cup too? What's all that? I don't know what what's all the ruckus is about with them. They're fucking losing their minds today. Like, they hear one little noise outside and they are just off the hook today. I don't know what's going on with them. They're a pain in my ass. Ooh, Yona's going to be making music and blogs. Hey, yo. Oh, sorry.
Series to carry out his dismissal, AMLO said. To talk more about the political crisis in Peru, we're joined by Javier Puente. He's a Peruvian scholar who serves as associate professor and chair of Latin American and Latino studies at Smith College. He's also the author of The Rural State, a book about campesino politics and state formation in the 20th century, Peruvian Andes. Welcome back to Democracy Now!, Professor. It's great to have you with us. Can you explain what has just happened, the significance of what has taken place in Peru with the removal of the Peruvian president, Castillo?
Amy, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be with you and your audience. I think what we have witnessed yesterday is yet another episode
right.
in an enduring crisis that can be chronologically mapped in different terms. It can be seen as a 40-year cycle of crisis that goes all the way back to the coup d'etat orchestrated by Alberto Fujimori on April 5th, 1992. And that finished yesterday with this attempted coup by Pedro Castillo. It can also be seen as this short-term crisis that started with Keiko Fujimori's frustration to seize power in 2016 and a constant removal of presidents through this very dirty political maneuver of the Peruvian Congress of impeaching presidents since March of 2018 with the removal of President Pedro Pablo Kuczynski. But what is certain is that this is yet another manifestation of the lack of institutional stability that the country has experienced for at least 3 decades as a result of the legacy of Fujimorismo as perhaps the most important driving political force in the country.
Javier, could you give some context? Why is it that the Congress in Peru made repeated attempts, this was the third, to impeach Castillo? What were they accusing him of?
There has been a very clear agenda of the Peruvian Congress since Castillo won the presidency in 2021 to remove him from power, partly as a result of this frustration stemming from Keiko Fujimori in yet another attempt to win the presidency and become the elected president of Peru. But on the other hand, I think it's fair to say that there has been a very clear evidence of corruption allegations associated with Castillo and Castillo's immediate political and social circles. I think the views around Castillo, the congressional attempts to remove Castillo from power that seem to be so contradictory and so clashing. On the one hand, it's either, the Congress racist agenda to have a campesino, a representative of campesino politics in the Palace of Government removed from it. It's not so much in contradiction with the idea that, yes, there was corruption. Yes, the allegations of mismanagement of public funds and nepotism were there. So there is a possibility of seeing allegations of corruption and yet that deliberate congressional agenda to destabilize Castillo's administration as actually coexisting and being part of the same narrative.
And Javier, what is your sense of how Castillo is perceived now among Peruvians? There have been reports that during his term in office, before he was ousted yesterday, there were protests against him. But now, of course, there have also been supporters who've been opposing his
So
ouster.
that's what I was talking about, how they were protesting against him, but now there's people protesting for him.
Could you give us a sense of how people perceive his presidency?
I think up to this point, these colliding visions that I explained a minute ago, so, they're trying to remove him because, these political forces are being racist, or the fact that, yes, he is a corrupt leader, had been polarizing civil society to a large degree. But I think it has been symptomatic of the view, not necessarily around Castillo, but around Castillo's attempted coup, to see multiple organizations of civil society, including universities, including research institutions, including associations, organizations that up to this point have remained fairly independent and to some degree questioning the real motives of the Congress to remove Castillo, standing against Castillo's measure to dissolve the Congress and to centralize power in the fashion and in the way that he tried to yesterday. I think there is a form of consensus that is probably going to get some nuance over the next few hours, if not few days, about Castillo's illegitimacy to try to do what he tried to do, and yet a lot of expectation around where are we headed next, what's going to happen with the presidency of Dina Boluarte. Upon being sworn in as president, she has asked for some sort of political truce to establish a cabinet and a government of, as she called it, all bloods, all political forces, all political alignments. To what degree that's going to happen, I am skeptical that the Congress will give her a truce. I think we're going to see more and more evidence that, yes, there was an agenda that exceeds the removal of Castillo. And it is about empowering, once again, not necessarily Keiko Fujimori, but a certain vision of crook politics that Fujimorismo has represented very well up to this point. That is this sort of like business-oriented, neoliberal, capitalist view in which the state is nothing but this sort of reward or vehicle for the conduction of all kinds of crook politics and business.
Yeah, so it sounds like Brazil was wanting to kind of repeat what America does so they can make themselves a bunch of money for their rich friends while the rest of the country suffers. But their country was like, fuck no, we ain't having none of this. I'm fucking getting these guys out. I wish we could do the same for our fucking country. That would be really, really nice. But no, we get to sit here and watch other countries do it and feel jealous that they're doing it and we're not. We just sit here with our crappy ass presidents and our crappy ass Congress and Senate and everything else up and down the board.
Telesur is quoting Evo Morales, the former president of Bolivia, talking about his deep concern over what's happening in Peru, saying, "We see once again that the Peruvian oligarchy and the U.S. empire do not accept that union and indigenous leaders reach the government to work for the people." And AMLO, the president of Mexico, said something similar and said that they forced him into a position where he then made mistakes. Do you share this assessment? And you mentioned Fujimori. Talk about her significance and how she is tied into this oligarchy like her father was.
Absolutely, Amy. So one of the narratives that I have resisted since the election of Pedro Castillo is related to the idea of seeing his indigenous and campesino and even unionizing origins as necessarily left-leaning. Right? I think there has been a fair share of essentialization around the figure of Castillo, assuming that just because he comes from indigenous origins, he comes from campesino politics, he comes from some sort of grassroots political origins, he necessarily has to be a left-leaning political figure. One of the points that I mentioned to question that essentializing narrative was, for instance, his evangelical orientation, which made him really socially conservative. He ran on a very socially conservative platform. And on the other hand, the fact that he was a rondero, he was a campesino militia member, which, sure, campesino militias play a huge role in the.
I just noticed that guy's fucking Christmas tree. Did you guys notice that guy's Christmas tree? I'm sorry, I'm not even paying attention to what he's saying. Like, look at how plain his little Christmas tree is. It's got like 1, 2, 3, 4 things on it and then a topper. It's so little. It reminds me of the Charlie Brown's Christmas tree.
Campesino militias play a huge role in the civil war in Peru between.
Look at the cowboy hat.
But they continue to be a form of paramilitarism that I believe should come under scrutiny with a less sort of like politically essentializing lens. So, I think Morales and López Obrador's support of
Multipolarista covered it as well.
And
I swear I'm following them on
his removal.
I'm following them on YouTube, but I'm like never get their notifications ever. I think the YouTube is suppressing them for sure.
On the other hand, it is
Charlie Brown.
Fujimorismo has been.
Yeah. Let me send me the link, and I'm gonna research this a little more over the weekend, and then really talk about it on Monday to see if I can get some more information, because we kind of have to sit back and wait and see what the new government is going to do, what this new leader is going to do, see if the people are okay with it. It's still kind of new news. I know that the leader just went into the court yesterday, so definitely still some new stuff. Some new information going on with this, and we'll probably find out more over the weekend what's happening.
Invigorating and bringing up Peru from a situation of almost complete collapse and meltdown, and therefore could continue to be responsible for bringing Peru after its bicentennial to the next stage of development. That next stage of development, of course, is just securing at all costs all forms of integrities and protection for conducting businesses at whatever expenses, extractive businesses, crook businesses, mafia-like businesses. And this alignment between capital and corrupt politics represented by Fujimorismo are behind everything that has happened in Peru over the last 40 years in terms of the deinstitutionalization of the country and of the Peruvian state.
We want to thank you so much for being with us. We'll continue to follow these fast-moving developments in Peru. Javier Puente, Peruvian scholar, associate professor and chair of Latin American and Latino studies at Smith College in Massachusetts.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to look more into it. I just kind of saw like the first part. I tried to watch some of the stuff last night about it, but they were even saying themselves that we're just gonna have to see what this new leader's gonna do, what's gonna go on with this guy in court. I know he went to court yesterday, the leader did, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're gonna need a little bit more time. I thought there would be more by this morning, but there wasn't. But I still at least wanted to talk about it a little bit, because how many other countries are like dealing with overtaking right now? Holy crap. Like there's just so many countries right now dealing with angry people. So I want to at least bring that out. It's same with like Haiti too. So over here, I got another video of what's going on with Haiti. Like the whole entire country like is being taken over by like these gangs and stuff, which is crazy.
is on the verge of the abyss. Now, that's the language the United Nations is now using as heavily armed gangs expand their control of the country. Haitian human rights groups say armed groups control at least 60% of the capital, Port-au-Prince, and the surrounding areas. They're also warning rape is increasingly being used as a weapon. Well, in the first 6 months of this year, the UN has documented this: 934 killings in the capital, 680 kidnappings. Most of the victims were not directly involved in gangs. They were directly targeted by armed groups. The violence has escalated since the assassination of the country's sitting president, Jovenel Moïse. That was
There's
in July
another thing that's
2021.
there's another thing right there. Their own leader was murdered like a year and a half ago too. So Haiti's just dealing with some shit, man. The way that, oh man, these poor people.
And that's a crime for which no one has yet been put on trial in Haiti. Our senior international correspondent, Orla Guerin, sent this special report from the Haitian capital. I should warn you, her report contains some distressing material.
This is gang territory in Port-au-Prince, almost as far as the eye can see. But it seems the world isn't looking. And the Haitian capital has become a gangster's paradise. It's morning in a middle-class suburb. Minutes after a shootout, a show of force by the police. But usually it's the gangs who call the shots. There are over 100 armed groups in the city, instilling fear and silence. Well, police are still searching the scene here. There's an AK-47 on the ground and some ammunition. There are also drops of blood. Now, this is an armored car. Police say they were tracking it for about 2 weeks. They say it was being used by a kidnap gang. It's about 8 in the morning here, and morning and evening rush hours are peak time for the kidnappers.
There was a battle with police officers and the bad guys. One of them
The police officers. There's a little bit of a wrong thought process right there. There's a battle between the police officers and the bad guys. They just call them the bad guys. I don't really like that. They're still human beings. But this is what they're doing out there. And yeah, you can't force yourself to trust big money. Haitians belong to Haitians. It's just the way that their system was ran out there is really bad too. Like, I was watching another documentary about Haiti last night when I was doing my little bit of research on this. And there's the people that come here. There was like one story about a guy, and they're saying that it happens a lot too. He came over to from Haiti over to Mexico and came up the Mexican border. And when he was 4 years old, so he was born in Haiti, came here with his parents when he was a kid, like a child practically. 4 years old, he's practically still a baby. Came here at 4 years old, grew up in America, only knows English. I guess he got in trouble like for an armed robbery in America and did like almost 10 years in jail for it. And so when he got released, or when he was about ready to be released, they deported him. Even though he hasn't been to Haiti since he was 4 years old. They deported him back to Haiti after his time was served. And then the Haitian government took him once he got there into Haiti, they took him right into jail. And that's where he's been sitting. I guess recently, because he made such a big ruckus, they let him go. But there were people in there with him that were in there for like 12, 13 years inside the Haitian prison, just waiting to hear what they got arrested for. So not only are these people running to America to escape a lot of this violence and the rapes and things like that are happening over there, but when they escape and come to America, they're treated really bad. And then they're also deported back to Haiti. And then when they get deported back to Haiti, the Haitian government just automatically arrests these people and keeps them in prison and they're saying, like, I guess they're holding them for ransom. So the only way that these people can get out of prison is if like their family members pay like up to $10,000 to $12,000. The guy was even saying just to get himself a lawyer was like $6,000, and it wouldn't even really get them out of jail. Like, if these people can't afford this kind of stuff, and so the Haitian government is literally kidnapping people and holding them hostage for money out there as well. So the system out there is super, super, super fucked as well out there. It's really, really, really bad too. Yeah, right. Let Haiti live. Exactly. Yeah, I absolutely do know BBC is sus. I don't know why I had the BBC one up here. I swear there was a totally different one that I was watching. Maybe I can find that one.
we got the vehicle, and this is one of the weapons the bad guys had in their hands.
Do they have many armored vehicles, the kidnappers?
I don't know. That depends. I'm sure that depends.
Nearby, the
Al
body of
Jazeera
an
is the one
alleged
that did
gang
it.
member. The police told us we stopped them today.
The part that really got to
Across
me,
town, Francois St. Clair has just been patched up at a trauma hospital run by Doctors Without Borders. He saw gunmen holding up 2 cars in front of his. When he tried to get away, he got a bullet in the arm. Have you ever thought that the violence is so bad here that you would like to leave Haiti?
Oh, 10,000 fois.
10,000 times, he tells me. I can't even call my mum to tell her what happened to me because she's getting older.
C'est mieux.
In the end, the way things are, it's better to leave if you can.
C'est bien.
Claudette is another recent victim of the gangs. She was hit by a stray bullet and lost her leg. I don't know how I'll manage, she says. I can't run and walk the way I used to. She worries she will never marry now. Gang warfare often erupts here in broad daylight. Why not? Gunmen are in league with corrupt politicians and have some police on the payroll. That's according to human rights campaigners who say the gangs of Port-au-Prince have no limits. There are many here with stories that are harrowing to tell.
this is the one that really got me, was this guy's story.
His neighborhood is controlled by a gang whose rivals came on a killing spree. For his safety, we are not naming the area or the armed group involved.
I was in the house and I was so scared, I was shaking. I didn't know what to do. They mostly kill young men. My wife took me and hid me under the bed and covered me with piles of clothes. And my nephew was hiding in the wardrobe.
Soon the gunmen were in his house. When his nephew ran from his hiding place, they chased him and killed him.
What hurts me the most is that when I was under the bed, I couldn't see, but I could hear the men raping my wife. They were raping her, and I was under the bed, and I could say nothing.
There are things
That was a really hard part, obviously. Really upsetting part of it. That was part, I think that was why I wanted to show it, was just because of that part that was really sad. But here was like another one that I was watching about it, of how they treat Haitians. This is about the guy I was telling you about, the dude that was stuck or is stuck in their prisons. But this is kind of here, right here is how they treat Haitians. These were, I don't know if you guys remember this video, but it got fucking viral because of what they did. I don't know if you guys remember this.
The situation posed a major dilemma for the Biden administration, both logistically and politically. Conservative media and Republicans blasted the White House as weak on immigration.
They waited for Joe Biden to become president, and they came here for the free health care and housing that Joe Biden promised them.
An Al Jazeera camera caught a Border Patrol agent cursing at a Haitian migrant.
Hey, you use your women? This is why your country because you use your women for this.
The images of Border Patrol on horseback went viral, drawing more attention to the crisis.
We witnessed with horror the images that were emerging from Del Rio, on these Border Patrol officers that were chasing Haitian asylum seekers in horseback.
So I think what happened in Del Rio was certainly harrowing and unconscionable, and for many, maybe an epiphany for them. But for most of us, that was really just imagine all the things that we don't see.
Exactly.
That's what brought us back to a time of slavery in the United States, when the masters were holding Black people with complete force and complete power.
The White House responded with sympathy toward the plight of the Haitian migrants.
What I saw depicted about
remember this picture, you guys? I don't know if you guys remember these. These were popular a couple years back, and it totally reminded us of the fact that we still live in a slave world or a slave country just in 2022. Like, look at this. How does that not make you think of the slave times? How does that not? And side note, poor fucking horse. Look at what they're doing to this horse right here. Branding it 5-star.
those individuals on horseback.
Look, remember that one? He's got the whip. This was another big one. These went popular. These went very viral. I remember this. It made me think of slave days, but this was in, nowadays in the 2020s.
Human beings, the way they were, is horrible. And I fully support what is happening right now, which is a thorough investigation.
Within a week,
Thorough
all of the
investigation.
migrants
My
were
ass,
cleared
Top
out of the
Mala.
makeshift camp. Thousands of people returned to Mexico to avoid being deported. Many were processed and moved to immigration detention facilities in the US. 2,000 were swiftly flown back to Haiti. Jacques was one of them.
Et puis après, elle commençait à jouer, mettre dans l'avion tout minoté. Et puis, on vient déminoter nous juste là, nous arrivons dans l'aéroport là, au Cap Haïtien. C'était vraiment difficile. Non, parce que ouais, tout est fort fait, tout dépense fait, tout tomber à l'eau, et puis au dépôt, ou pas gagner rien dans le monde, ou pas quitter derrière. Et c'est les mêmes qui vraiment marqué moment de déportation.
The atmosphere awaiting Jacques back home resembled a war zone. Gangs have been battling each other in the capital Port-au-Prince. More than 1,000 people have been killed in the violence just this year. Residents have been forced to flee their homes. Kidnappings have become commonplace.
People have been escaping Haiti from generalized violence at the hands of criminal groups, gangs, with no protection from the authorities in Haiti.
Nearly half the country,
Yeah, look at
or
there's the
close
police
to
doing the
5
shit
million
too.
people, are facing acute hunger. Even cholera has returned after being eradicated 3 years ago.
Gas is $20 a gallon right now. Food, health.
Okay, I did not hear that last night when I was watching. Did you hear that? Gas is $20 a gallon right now out there. That is absolutely fucking insane. Like, if that was the gas prices, I would not be complaining about the $6-7 a gallon gas prices that are here in California. Holy fucking shit, man. That's an insane amount just for fucking gas.
Education, it's a state in complete collapse.
The security situation in the country has deteriorated significantly in the past year. Recently, Haitians have taken to the streets protesting high gas prices and a government that they have little confidence in.
Yep.
Starting in September 2021, the US conducted more than 200 flights, expelling more than 25,000 Haitians. In protest, Dan Foote resigned his position as the Biden administration's special envoy for Haiti, calling the deportations inhumane and counterproductive.
We're sending people back into hell, where
Yeah, we are.
anybody can get killed today just by standing in the wrong place. We're sending the little kids back there with them. They don't have a place to stay. Is that humane? Is that civilized? Are those American principles?
No. What it is shocking this time is that the Biden administration has built a narrative that they were going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
The US government did not hear asylum claims from thousands of Haitians due to a policy first established under President Trump. Title 42 is a public health order that uses the COVID-19 pandemic as a pretext for deportations without hearing claims for asylum.
The Biden administration policy towards Haitians seeking safety and asylum has been one that is violating the human rights of those people who are in need of international protection.
Title 42 is a public health authority and not an immigration policy. It is not specific to Haitian nationals.
People who were forcibly returned to Haiti were never offered COVID testing, COVID vaccine. They were not even receiving the minimum to prevent COVID spread.
Do we know who has tested positive, if people got sick, any
Yeah,
kind of
listen to this.
symptoms among this group of 15,000 you said?
Yes, so we did not test that population of individuals. We do not know, I do not know, I should say, if I may be perfectly accurate, I do not know whether anyone was sick with COVID.
Title 42 is only an excuse to prevent people from seeking asylum at the border with the only intention to deter people from exercising a right.
Because migration has become such a hot button issue, and I think President Biden, who was responsible for our migration policy in Central and Latin America when he was vice president, understands how intractable the problem is, that rather than go through the hard work of figure out how to solve it, it's just easier to get votes by closing the border and deporting people.
The Biden administration planned to end Title 42 after most of the Haitian
That right there,
deportation
like, don't ever listen to Democrats when they say that they're for open borders and for letting people in and immigration is on their minds, because obviously it's fucking not. It's not. There's no difference between Republicans and Democrats, because that guy was in office with the presidents and actually dropped out because of this whole situation, and he's even saying it himself, like he's saying the quiet part out loud. Instead of going through all the work to try to fix this, they would just rather ignore it, close the borders, and just let things continue because it's quote unquote so much work. You're a fucking president and you're supposed to, this is the problem, this is why we have this, the problem with keeping the status quo is because presidents don't want, or anybody in office doesn't want to go through the hard work of actually helping people in need out, which these people are desperately obviously in need if they're running from their own country because of things, and we're just kicking them back out to their fucking country. It's wild.
But Republicans blocked them in court. A federal judge struck down Title 42 in November, ending it. He wrote that government officials knew the order would likely expel migrants to locations with a high probability of persecution, torture, violent assaults, or rape.
The history, the dreams, the families, everything is falling down.
The policy stood in sharp contrast to another situation: Ukrainian refugees who were welcomed at the US-Mexico border. In April of 2022, the administration announced it would allow 100,000 Ukrainians to come to the US for 2 years if they had a sponsor who could support them.
To have received Ukrainians with just a passport and be allowed in with respect, with dignity, with compassion, humanize their pain. That should be the norm.
The next month, flights to Haiti rose dramatically. In May, more than 4,000 would be
the way that we are treating the Ukraine refugees coming over here with like all the best of the best stuff, treated really kindly. Of course, we're going to treat other white people like that. We're not going to treat black people like that or any other people of color like that because we're fucking racist as shit. This is what we do. Like, even these own people that are in charge of this and understand this are even seeing it. Like, we'll treat the Ukraine refugees like they're, golden princes coming to come and visit America. But, Hades, who are actually have been dealing with real fucking violence, just get deported back, just get sent back to their country after all the work they did of trying to come to America. But Ukrainians, though, let's just welcome them with open fucking arms. Bullshit.
From the US. The Associated Press reported that out of 84 nationalities requesting asylum over a recent 3-year period, Haitians were dead last in their acceptance rate.
I hate to be a broken record, but there does seem to be a pervasive and systemic anti-Black response. There's a disparate impact on Black immigrants.
You have to
Exactly,
wonder.
Rob. Exactly.
Going back
It's
to what
because of what we're doing to their countries is why it's like this. Like, you can't sit here and think that this country doesn't have a little bit of American influence in it to be acting like this. Yeah. This is what we do. We break down their countries and then tell them, oh, we'll help you rebuild it.
President Trump mentioned, we want people from Norway who have blue eyes, blonde hair.
Yep.
But we do not want people from shithole countries like Haiti and many African countries.
See, even Trump said it himself. We want blue-eyed, blonde-haired people, not people from shithole countries. I remember when Trump said that, the whole people from shithole countries. Like, bro, you live in a shithole country. Shut the fuck up.
So what I really understood is that Trump said it. Biden proved it.
Yep.
The United States also deports people who are legal residents but have been convicted of a crime.
Now this is the story. It gets into the guy's story, the one that I was just telling you about, which is fucking crazy to me. Like, the rest of the story is about her husband.
President Biden writing, "Your administration should not add yet another chapter to the shameful U.S. history of mistreatment and racism toward Haitian people seeking protection."
My message for the U.S. government: stop being a part of the external and internal violence in Haiti. Deportation is violence. And that is violence on the first Black republic and the second country in the Americas.
We need to support asylum seekers. We especially need to focus on that when you consider the role that U.S. foreign policy has played in destabilizing regions and why they have had to flee unspeakable violence.
There you go. You look at that. She's a fucking congresswoman. She's in our office right now and she's saying this stuff, but nothing's ever gonna change. Like, here you go with your okay, what is her name? Anaya Presley, I believe. Like, okay, great, you're gonna virtue signal to us that we should be doing this. You know, that we are causing a huge American diplomacy is causing instability in these other countries, and that we need to be okay and be helpful with the people that are coming to our country for help and escape, instead of deporting them back to where they're going to probably die. But she ain't going to do nothing about it. She's going to go over to Nancy Pelosi and she's going to kiss her on her cheek, call her mama, and then spend the rest of the day eating brunch with them. She ain't going to do shit, just like the rest of the fucking squad.
Trauma and tragedies. If you had a chance to talk to the US government about deportations, the asylum process, what would you tell them?
M'dap di yo, les moun arrivé, bal chance pour l'exprimer, pour demander ça le besoin. Si par rapport à interview qu'elle passe, elle pas soit pas convaincant ou bien pas assez gain preuve pour ça. Ça fait yo ka fait mais ba moun chance si toutefois ou pas moun déporter comme ça ou pas contre. Moun ka nek déporter moun comme si c'est enterré parce que si il te courir pour côté là, il retourne côté là, il retourne là devant avec moun yo.
That's so fucking sad.
For ransom.
Yeah, so here's the guy like talking about what happened to him.
And for many years, they've taken whomever they want, they throw them in the penitentiary, and they just hold them. Recently, they've started doing that with all the criminal deportees, and it's currently going for $5,000 to $10,000 to get out of the penitentiary.
My name is Patrick Jr. I'm being held in a state prison in Haiti for ransom by the government. It's bad for us deportees. They're asking for money that we don't have and we can't afford.
Patrick Journey is one of those criminal deportees trapped at the National Penitentiary. In 2010, he was convicted of first-degree robbery in a home invasion in the US. He served almost a decade in prison before ICE took custody of him.
He did 10 years for armed robbery. 10 fucking years for an armed robbery. Did his time, paid the price. He should be free, but no, as soon as he was done, they fucking deported his ass right away. Even though he's never even been in Haiti since he was 4 years old. And this guy's been in America his entire life. You could tell by the way he talks, he's from America. And they deported his ass. And as soon as they did, the fucking government over there just took him in and they're holding him hostage and now are wanting money to release him.
For several years to stay, but in June of 2022, he was deported back to Haiti, the country where he was born.
Straight out the plan, they take us, it's like a legal kidnapping now.
When he arrived, he was thrust into prison, even though he's never been charged with a crime here. He hasn't even been in Haiti since he was 4 years old.
Can you describe it a little bit more than hell?
Imagine a room with like 40 people, 90 degrees at night. Then you're dealing with mosquitoes and the circumstances you're dealing with rats crawling on you.
Fortnite
Look at that
obtained
room.
videos.
Look at that. That's a cell room with that many people sleeping on it or in it. That's inhumane. Completely inhumane. You don't. It's
from
gross.
inside the prison that detail the squalid conditions.
Water situation is terrible. Same water that you bathe with, that's what you actually would probably have to drink.
The UN Secretary General confirmed that more than 180 people have died in Haiti's prisons this year alone.
180 people have died in their prison alone this year. And they're getting ready to shut down Rikers Island just because 8 people have died this year on Rikers Island. But they don't give a fuck about what's going on to their own, Americans being stuck in, Haiti prison where a lot more people have died. But they're willing to shut down Rikers because 8 people have died. But they don't care about what's happening to, American citizens out there. But they'll bring Brittany Griner back from Russia, That's a big one too.
And the United States Congress for the past several years has actually set money aside to feed the prisoners because the Haitian government can't do it. So
see, the Haitian government's not even feeding these guys. These guys aren't even eating by the government. Like he was saying that our government in America actually sets aside money for the Haitian prison to feed them. So, I mean, we don't even know how much food they're getting. They could be going days without food because of what they're having to deal with in that country.
Conditions in the National Penitentiary are not fit for animals.
Everything is a struggle, man.
See, not fit for animals. That penitentiary isn't even fit for animals. So it's even worse than like a dog pound. Okay, it's so bad and inhumane. Where's the human rights activists for this? Why are we all worried about? Why is everybody running around with yellow and blue flags on their profile pictures when shit like this is going on? It's disgusting to me, the priorities of American mentality. It's so gross. I'm sorry, you guys. I know you all are probably just bored watching this with me. That's why you guys aren't saying anything. I'm just super into this because this really, really ticks me off. Like, it makes me so angry, and I get really, really involved in this when I see like most of Americans are worried about something else when shit like this is actually happening right now. So, sorry, you guys. You got to ride along with me. I got like 15 more minutes, and then you guys can totally be done with me for the rest of the weekend. You don't have to see my face until tomorrow, I promise.
We do the best that we can as deportees to stick together, but any regular person, most people will commit suicide already. It's that bad.
Patrick's lifeline to keep him alive while he's stuck in this nightmare is far from Haiti.
We're going to go do a little shopping, and we're going to pick up someone's groceries and drop them off at their house.
So she does extra side jobs than her normal job. She works in the emergency room in a hospital. And for her side job, she makes extra money so she can be able to send her husband some food and water so he can eat and drink, or else he will go days without it. She said that he went up to 4 days almost without food. And it's so scary, like knowing, like if you had a husband or a wife, somebody that you're married to, and they dealt with this situation, not bored, really angry. Okay. Yeah, it's super important. This woman literally has to go off to the side and have little side jobs to where she can get like $50 here and there to help make her so her husband can eat. She can send it to the Haiti prison so he can eat. That's it. It's really fucking sad.
In southern New Jersey, Patrick's wife Laura has taken on work in addition to her full-time job as an emergency medical technician. She needs to send money to Haiti so her husband has access to the bare essentials.
So if Patrick needs food or water, I'm able to do a couple of jobs and I can send him $50 without having to wait 2 weeks for a paycheck. I think one cart right there. They're all one size. All right. Patrick doesn't have any charges. he is just being held. Now, we have had people ask us for money for his release, and we tried to call lawyers in Haiti, and they would ask for $5,000–6,000. Sometimes he can go days without eating, 5 days, 6 days, 8 days once, days without electricity. So phone calls will be very minimal, you know, and then I would start to get worried. Sometimes I think about him dying in that prison, like how I may never be able to say goodbye.
So a couple of days ago, I talked to Patrick.
Right, Holly. Right. Just sent. Okay, so most working 2 to 3 jobs on his first day in office. Biden deported a jet full of Haitians. Yeah, it was like 15,000 of them. That's what we were watching earlier on this part, where they were saying like they didn't even test them for COVID and didn't vaccinate anyone, and they don't know anyone's health out there. Of those 15,000 people. So it's absolutely insane how they're treating Black people, people of color in other countries, when Ukrainians can literally, these blonde hair, blue-eyed fucking white people can come into our country with no goddamn problem. They were saying in this documentary that the Ukrainians that are coming here from the war over there are only having to show passports. That's it. That's all they have to show to get into this country is a passport. But then like Haitians who are literally escaping fucking real violence, you know, not just this white on white bullshit, crime, war machine propaganda bullshit. These guys are really dealing with it, and they can't even they don't even get to keep all their stuff. Like everything that they do, as soon as they get to America, they lose all of it. You know, there was a guy that was traveling to America from the Mexican border, and he lost all of his shit in the traveling because there were so many people there that he lost his paperwork, his documents. And they fucking sent him back. They deported his ass too. It's really sad. Then there was what happened to the Haitians. And yeah, if you look up about Haitians, man, Haitians have been going off for years about what America's doing to them. I mean, I remember there's like videos from way back in the day, like in 2008, about how there was a guy being recorded outside of like some building in New York, a Haitian dude talking about how Americans treat Haitians out there as well. So thank you for this, Holly. I'm going to actually share this right now. It's only a 4.5-minute video. So, and the title of it seems really, really interesting too. UN considers invasion and occupation of Haiti. So as the UN Secretary Council met to discuss, this was October 19th. So this was a couple of months ago. As the UN Security Council met to discuss a military operation of Haiti, Haitians in Port-au-Prince and the diaspora protested Ariel Henry's request for a foreign military intervention in Haiti. So what's behind Henry's request to have a foreign military occupation in his own country? Is this the guy that just got arrested, Henry or something?
I'm in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, where Haitians in the diaspora have gathered to demonstrate in solidarity with protesters in Haiti. Now, there's a particular sense of urgency at this demonstration because as we speak, the UN Security Council is meeting to discuss a possible military occupation of the country, a move which many see as a thinly veiled attempt by Western powers to continue over a century of neocolonial domination of Haiti.
On August 22nd, thousands of Haitians launched protests against their government over
Is Haiti is its own government, right? It's its own country? Because I know it's like half an island. Haiti is its own government, right? It's its own country. It's not like Puerto Rico, right? Where we kind of own it, or is it? That's a question I don't think I know.
rapidly deteriorating social conditions. Haiti faced a multi-pronged crisis of skyrocketing prices of basic goods and services, shortages of food and gas, an increase in gang violence and kidnappings, and a currency which was plummeting in value. The government finally addressed the crisis on October 5th when, in a speech, Haiti's de facto Prime Minister Ariel Henry said that he'd be requesting
Didn't he die? Didn't he get murdered?
Help to deal with the gang problem, which he blamed for the larger humanitarian crisis. His government quickly approved the plan on October 9th.
Or was that the other
submitted
country?
a formal
Jesus Christ, I'm
request
getting
to
my
the United
countries
Nations
mixed up.
for
That might have
military
been
intervention in Haiti.
Peru.
The corporate media's coverage of the crisis in Haiti makes it sound like the Haitian people are asking for a foreign military intervention.
Haiti asks for world military to help curb chaos. Haiti's leader requests foreign armed forces to quell chaos. See, this is the people that aren't happy with their own country, and then the government's like, well, let's just fucking brutalize everybody with our military. They do the same thing to us when we protest as well, you guys. Sorry, Haiti. You guys get it a lot worse than we do, though. This is bullshit. Biden reviewing Haiti's request for troops to quell violence. Oh my gosh. Haiti is independent. Okay, so it's not like Puerto Rico. We don't own it. It's not colonized by us. Okay. But man, we're really putting our thumbs in that, aren't we? We're just dipping our toes into Haiti for sure.
But are they? The headlines say that Haiti is requesting foreign military intervention, but they should really say U.S. puppet Ariel Henry is requesting foreign military intervention. Because Ariel Henry isn't speaking for the Haitian people. He speaks for U.S. national interests in Haiti. His request was actually so unpopular that it triggered the latest round of massive protests. Ariel Henry was the hand-picked successor to the recently assassinated U.S.
Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by again.
President turned dictator Jovenel Moise. Henry was never actually elected in an election. He just became prime minister after Moise was killed. Henry's politics are indistinguishable from the numerous ultra-neoliberal pro-US sellouts handpicked for Haiti by Washington. Like his predecessor, Henry happily elevates the interests of multinational corporations over the interests of his own people, which has made him deeply unpopular. Given the long history of U.S. meddling,
Right, go start. Yeah, if you dip your toes up to your neck in it, yeah, exactly. That's what they're doing.
In Haiti, Henry knows exactly what he's asking for. The United States militarily occupied the country in 1915, an occupation that lasted for 19 years. When foreign occupation became unsustainable, the U.S. installed a pro-U.S. puppet dictator named Francois Duvalier, who ruled by executions and death squads. He passed on power to his son, who did more of the same. The Duvalier forces lost power when Haiti had a free election in 1990.
See, like, we're wanting all these free elections every 4 years in America where we vote for a president, you know, making us think that we got all this freedom and stuff. But then we, like, take over other countries and we force, like, monarchies and nepotism and shit, you know, in other countries while we pretend. I mean, I understand that we're not free either because ours is all nepotism as well. It's pretty much like we have a monarchy in our country, but, like, we just vote for, you know, the different friend of that person or a different family member of that person over again. So, you know, we're no different. It's just we have this like vague veil of freedom in front of us to make us think that we're voting anything different than a type of friendly nepotism monarchy. But man, for us pretending like we want freedom, we really fucking show off what we really, really want in other countries. Like, here, let's put in a Putin puppet, or not a Putin puppet, sorry. Wow. Let's put in a puppet and then have his son take over, and now we've got a monarchy where this whole entire country is being controlled and taken over. That way we could probably, the people can be all mad and angry and don't want it anymore, and America can look like the good guys and come in and try to privatize everything and turn it into what we want it to, you know, like a westernized Haiti. So I'm seeing, like, you know, what America really wants to do in America by doing it to other countries. It's just they hide it with us behind the veil of, you know, freedom and voting.
The class was only able to take back power with the help of a bloody CIA coup. After the coup, Haiti became the site of 10 different UN peacekeeping missions, the longest of which, a 13-year occupation by the United Nations, saw a plethora of egregious human rights violations. This occupation featured the wanton shooting of civilians and protesters, violent raids in Haiti's poorest neighborhoods, 2 cholera outbreaks, which killed 10,000 Haitians, one of which was caused by UN troops knowingly dumping feces of soldiers infected with cholera into a river.
Yeah,
for food
UN soldiers literally brought back cholera back into Haiti because they just didn't give a fuck about that country. Yeah, UN soldiers did that to Haiti.
As well as rampant sexual violence and prostitution. In other words, Henry knows exactly what he's calling for. Haiti's corrupt, sellout political class has historically relied on outside interventions to maintain their rule. Likewise, the United States, which is leading the call for a foreign invasion, has always used its corrupted puppets in Haiti to pacify this heartland of rebellion in the Caribbean. The corporate media's constant portrayal of Haitians as helpless victims who can't get by without outside help is meant to manufacture consent for a foreign invasion. Haiti doesn't need help from false friends. It needs justice. The Haitian people were the first to overthrow slavery along with one of the world's most powerful empires. The Western policy towards Haiti today isn't a policy of help. It's a policy of vengeance. It's no wonder why Haitians from Brooklyn to Port-au-Prince are calling it out and standing up once again.
It's just a message we want to send to American people. Your official, not you people, American people. I know you don't want us. But we, as Asian people, we want to live. And we're gonna live forever.
That's right, fool. That's right. You fucking get it. Yeah, exactly, Rob. Thank you, Holly. That was really, really good. That breaks my heart when I see people like this right here. He's like, I'm not, your officials, like, I'm not talking about you American people, but you officials, you aren't going to help us. So we're going to do it ourselves and we're going to live forever. Like, that's that where you've hoped for help for so long and it just doesn't come, where you just like, all right, now I've got to do this myself. Like, this is the only way that it's going to get done is if I do this myself. And that's really sad that it's come to that for these guys because of our government. And there's people out here in America, including myself, that really, 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 really wants to see other countries succeed and thrive and survive. And just seeing what our government does and knowing that we don't have the power to do anything, that's really disheartening right there. Just hearing him say that, I makes me want to cry. It is. It's a good one. I've never heard of this channel before. What is this called? Breakthrough News? You're listening while you play WoW. All right, Brandy, get it. I know I'm about to get off of here and maybe hop on some video gaming myself. Yeah, I've only got like 4 more minutes. Hey, today went by pretty quick. I'm really happy. Here, I'm gonna share this with you guys. If you guys want this, I'm gonna put this in the comments section. That way you guys can watch it too if you want, or share it. I really, really enjoyed this video. This was a really good one. So I want to put it out there for y'all. Yeah, Breakthrough News. I just subscribed to them, so now I can start getting all their notifications. Thank you for sending me that. I really, really, really want to start getting onto some new things to watch, because I'm so sick of watching the mainstream media stuff. So yes, Rob, absolutely. Sorry you can't stay. Lovely hanging with you today, guys. Always learning. Stay strong. Absolutely. You stay strong too, for sure. I've only got like 3 more minutes left, so absolutely go ahead, have some fun. See you again soon. Thank you for stopping by. Breakthrough News is good. Okay. Yeah, I need some new stuff, because see, like here I go. Like I put it on my main page on YouTube, and the first things that come up is The Hill, then Vosh, and then Secular Talk, and then we've got Yona, of course, that's a good one. Then I've got Al Jazeera, and then PlayStation, like video games. So like a lot of the stuff, see, like top news will come up, and it's like ABC 13, Fox News, USA Today. And I've got to, cancel all that out, because I don't want anything. I'm always constantly like going through it and saying, okay, I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this. But then they keep bringing it all back up for me when I do it again. So like, see, even right here, you've got Hassan, Variety, NBC, Convo Couch, Yona, Rational National, which I don't even watch Rational National. I don't know who that is. The Hill, Special Books by Special Kids. You got INN, you got Breaking Points. This is for video games. See, I get like The Daily Show with Trevor Noah. I don't want to watch that. I really don't care about watching that. See, like I constantly do not interested, all the time. And I want this page to be like something that I like, See, like even Secular Talk comes up there, and I don't watch them very often either. So I don't know. I get a lot of random shit on here. Lots and lots of random shit. I mean, I guess I get kind of some good stuff. You got like Jimmy, Sabby, and then of course Bosch again. I don't know how that loser gets like 7,000 people watching him. He's just not that cool. Or the Humanist Report. I don't watch them. It's crazy. But they'll come up on my shit. Like, see, live NBC News. It's wild. It's wild, wild. Oh, that's so cool. The evolution of the entire Tilted Towers in Fortnite. Or like my lo-fi music. There's some Yona. I don't even know who this is. Michael Malice. Yeah. One day, though. One day this will be good. Yeah, exactly. Vosh is a creep. I can't stand Vosh, Kyle, or the Rash. I can't stand either one of those people, but they constantly come up on my shit all the time. And I can't freaking get away from them. I usually only watch them if there's like something trending on Twitter about them and they're doing something bad that people don't like, and then I'm just like, oh, what's going on now? You know, I want to watch that. So that's what I usually do. I know like recently Hassan was in some trouble because of like some like age gap shit, but that ended up being like a nothing burger as well. So I don't know, one of these days my main channel, it's got to be better than like some of my other ones too. Like if I switch my account and I go to, let's say, like this one, which is like another one of my YouTubes, I don't even know what's on here yet. Like I don't watch anything on this. Like this is completely empty. Let's see. Oh, I guess I got a couple of people I follow on here, not too much. Look at like no Miki Cons. Like what the fuck am I watching on this shit? So yeah, I guess my other channel, my normal YouTube channel that I watch everything, is a lot better than this. So if I want something different, I'll just go for this. It's good to see my own videos are coming up in like people's stuff though. So that's really nice. That's pretty cool. But see, like if I do this, then I get like Jimmy Kimmel Live and, you know, whoever the fuck all these people are. Like I still even get like Jenna Marbles videos from like 3 years ago. I love Jenna Marbles. She was like one of my favorite YouTubers back in the day. All right, I know I'm just rambling now. Luna Oi non-compete trending cunt. Is QUNT trending on Twitter right now? No fucking way. You gotta be lying. Is it really? Hold on. Tulsi, the Dutch. Oh my God, you're fucking right. Look at. All right, we gotta watch this because I don't know why cunt is trending on Twitter right now, but there it is. Really quick. This is what happens when you file. Oh, this is from December 2nd. Why is this? Okay, we got to go for the latest then. I saw cunt trending, good written. Cinema switches to independent, shaking up the Senate. Why is QUNT? Oh, because it's a cunt with a Q. Is that it? Because she's like a QAnon person? Is that what it's about? I want to know why it's... Why is this trending? Zelensky promises Pelosi she will get her cut of the money laundering paid in vodka. What? Naming your baby cunt, that's going too far. Cunt is really quite offensive. Misogynistic word. Can we please criticize Carrie Lake loser some other way? Is it because of Carrie Lake? I want to know why, you guys. Why is QUNT trending on Twitter? He's reading from the King Trump version. What is that? Del Taco. I got Del Taco, bitches. Turned off your notification. YouTube sucks. Yeah, I know. OFC Lee Camp. Is Lee Camp talking about it? I don't know what OFC means. I'm a millennial. I'm still trying to learn this Gen Z stuff. Judge calls election lawsuit baseless and orders Carrie Lake to pay court fees. I want to know why QUNT is trending on Twitter, though. My first thoughts were either cinema or MTG. It's both plus Carrie Lake, empty the trash. Oh, so it's all three of them. Oh, of course, OFC. Ah, look at that. I learned something new today. Thank you, Holly. I will try to use that in a sentence. Maybe. I just learned what G or JFC is. Jesus fucking Christ. So I'm still learning like TLDR. I know like if you're trying to like give somebody the information, you're just giving them the rundown is the TLDR. I'm still learning all this stuff. So they're also calling cinema that since she switched to independent. Right. Yeah, I noticed that too. All right, you guys. So cunt is trending on Twitter, and I think that is a good thing to end on. And it looks like Mr. American Idol here agrees with me. It's time to get off of here. Yes, peace out, everyone. Okay. Thank you, everybody who came by today. Holly, John, Ghost Start. Hold on, let me scroll up and say goodbye. Rob Janou, Brandy. Anybody else? I know Warren was in here, Les Bones. We had Shaken Bacon. John, I probably said your name, but it's so good I have to say it twice. Rivet Head, thank you for stopping by on the Twitch channel. Speaking of Twitch channel, let me go head over to Twitch really quick and see if there is anyone that we can raid really quick. Let me head over to the creator dashboard. You guys remember tomorrow night, or tonight actually, is going to be Yona's show tonight, and then tomorrow night we are going to I'm going to be on Warren's show tomorrow midnight Eastern for his secret show, and then on Sunday I'm going to be joining Willie on his show, the Willie Bragg show, on Sunday afternoon some point. Okay, cool. So it looks like Skadefron is live right now on Twitch, so we'll go and raid him since he's live right now. I don't see Nikki on today, so we'll go raid Skadefron. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Please, relax. Don't do too much work. Just chill and have a good weekend. Yes, have a good weekend, Holly. That's it. I just hope you all have a really good weekend. I don't have anything else to say. I already feel like I've been talking too much, so I'm just gonna sign off with my new little saying that I got from Sherry. So everybody get angry, get smart, and get moving. And I hope to see you all guys again tomorrow night and tonight in the comments of Yona's video and tomorrow on Warren's show. And I hope to see you guys soon. Peace out.